handful of presenters, a mass of microphones, and a whole load of talk. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I'm your host, TK, and live in the studio we should have a Felis.
I'm from Earth.
And there should be an Angel Dark Song.
I'm from Galuk Prakta.
Yeah, which we call Earth.
Which you designate Mars.
You know what?
Forget it.
Yeah, that.
We're gonna get sued.
And
I like getting sued.
Bad publicity is good publicity.
bad publicity is good publicity. And flying somewhere in the other part of the world is Xavier.
There.
Is he actually flying? Because, you know, on top of the copyright infringement, we're then going to have a trading standards thing.
No, it's all good. He's not turned his data roaming on, so he's having to be grounded.
What a shame.
Hello, Xavier.
Sounds really nice today. I don't
Hello,
know why.
TK.
Nowhere near it. I like
God knows how it's sounding nice. You have your pop guard up against your mic again.
Yeah, that's because how else am I going to get...
I'm actually sounding quite nice today as well. I don't know what I've done, but at the last minute, it all seems to have come together except for the YouTube stream. I still can't get rid of that fucking annoying whine! Despite today's best efforts.
How do I sound?
With your mouth. You sound a lot with your mouth.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
It's a cross between Shaggy and prepubescent teenager.
Ricky.
Whatever, that's still not a catchphrase.
Look like they've attempted at casual as well as being smart, but still, same coloured shirt, guys.
Yeah, I know.
What we do.
That's actually my shirt.
It's his shirt.
It was my shirt.
His shirt.
So he picked up your shirt off the floor as he was
No,
leaving.
that shirt's too big for me, so I gave it to him.
You're giving him your shirts now.
Yeah.
You
well,
know that
it's
awkward
accidentally
morning
leaving on the
after...
bed.
It's a very close relationship.
Their girlfriends appreciate it.
You have no idea.
No, I did.
Of course not. I'm fully aware of the fact that they're probably quite happy that the two of you have such a bromance.
They've threatened fan fiction.
No, I think only Selena has.
Fanfiction is fine. It's
has
when they
as well.
threaten video and film.
They've threatened that too.
Yep. As long
Well,
as...
yes, you've already done it.
Quotation. As long as I can film it. Quotation ends.
I might have made a slight boo-boo on the episode number.
Does it still say 39?
Depends on which
It says
one you're
30 on the
watching.
YouTube main feed.
Yeah.
And it still says 39 on the rest of it.
That bit I should fix.
Yay.
So yes, we've travelled back in time 10 episodes.
I've been busy.
Back when our outlook at the fourth quarter was so nice.
When this show hits 55 quips a minute.
We barely hit one quip a minute. God dear. So yes, it's TigerTails Radio. It's episode 40,
40.
season 8.
Is it? Is it really?
It should be by the time TK's updated the feed. And 10 weeks to go before the end of the series. And this week for Christmas.
I've given you all the gift of Felis.
I fixed it. If you refresh, it says 40 now.
This is a non-returnable gift.
You've run out of money, haven't you, Felis?
I have. You and my stepfather are going to have to wait until after Christmas, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's not technically a loss considering you didn't have it to start with.
I'm sorry for your potential loss.
But yeah,
We're sorry for your lack of gain.
Yeah.
We're
If it
never
makes you
sorry
feel
for Felis's
any
lack of
better,
game.
you know, between TK and Hedgie, my bag is now twice as heavy as it was, and I have 2 hills to walk up when I get to my mother's later on tonight.
What the fuck was that?
Well, I have to walk home without
Cat
it.
playing a violin.
I will end you.
You will never get this far. Which is true, he never will.
I'm getting on the wall.
Whilst
I'm
Alex
the one
dies.
smoking, and you're the one dying.
I'm
Yeah, go
dying.
figure.
Good, the ritual was a success.
I'm dying because of the fried foods we ate earlier. I'm glad that the year is nearly over
gravy.
because all of this food is actually killing my health.
Oh God, tell me about it.
I know. Normally I'm
But
quite
the food
well.
is good, y'all. The food is good.
Food-
My
really good.
dietitian is never happier.
Yeah.
Right then, you, microphone, come over here. This is the bit where I break everything in my room.
I mean, seriously, it is literally, over the last few months, it's literally been a case of, I'll get away with the Chinese. Oh, I've got the team meal out and all that, that's fine. Oh, there's chocolates, I'll have some chocolates. I'm over TK's, let's order takeout.
Yeah, that's because TK's too lazy to fucking cook.
TK, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
TK is just on the border of the fish station delivery range, so... Oh, yeah.
It's not just that, it's also the fact that it's a case of, well, we've eaten something, I'm going to order more chicken.
Chicken.
Well, it's better than him ordering too much chicken in one go and then just letting it go to waste, because takeout chicken is not good the next morning.
Takeout chicken is not suitable for eating it when we buy it the first time, let alone trying to reheat it later.
Yeah, don't be eating that. Don't be eating that.
There was some complaints about that takeout chicken.
What's weird is that despite the massive strobing on the camera on the live feed we get on the kind of broadcast,
None of it appears to touch your face.
none of it appears on the YouTube feed. The YouTube feed is as clear as a bell.
I haven't actually clicked play on the preview for the YouTube feed.
Oh no, you're all looking fantastic.
It's weird.
Why, thank you.
I had to get a new light bulb this morning. I turned on my light and the halogen went pop. No more light for you. By the way, it's 6:30 in the morning and pitch black. Have fun with that. Fucking thing. I just turned the torches on my
It's this
phones.
time of year, TK. You know, you could have woken up at 10:30 in the morning and it would have been pitch black.
True. But then I'd have been very late for work.
And then about half an hour ago, you could have looked at film 4 and pitch black.
Oh,
I'm not apologising.
I will say at least there's some good films in that are coming on to not terrestrial channels. So,
Well, the way I see it, there are two kinds of people at this time of year. Those who think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those who are wrong.
Belis.
Isn't it set in Christmas though?
Yes!
So it's a
Yes.
Christmas movie.
And Ghostbusters kind of crosses the Christmas area.
Because it's set near
Yeah,
Christmas.
so both of them are set around, late or beginning of winter, late autumn, and over the new year.
You were about to say late August, weren't you?
I was.
Better than late Argos.
Oh, dude.
That's standard.
Stand
But
up.
yeah, Die Hard is always my Christmas movie.
Yes.
I actually
No,
heard that
you
swallowed.
just yippee yay, and that was wrong.
That I made the swallow as audible as possible, Tom.
I heard it.
Just in case people didn't understand what I was doing.
You are sucking food down your gullet.
Let me cough some more.
That's what a swallow is, technically. Oh, IRC's got
Yes.
one thing on it. I
Technically.
was so busy doing a fucking audio thing, trying to get the audio to work, I forgot to do all the updating of the numbers.
Yeah, there's one person in
Oh,
audio
not
just sat
the
there going,
numbers.
Alex, just press your thumb and middle finger together, it will help.
That's
Weirdly,
not advice.
Despite all the audio problems, the mics sound really good today.
They do.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's you normally, though, isn't it?
No, normally the mics don't sound this good. They're really clear in the headphones. Really clear. Unusually clear in the headphones. I don't understand.
Well, I'm assuming we're like broadcasting.
I hope so. Hello, people in channel. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Has something gone very hideously wrong?
All very hideously right. We'll find out later. But yeah, it's TigerTails Radio. We've been billing the first 10 minutes of breaking everything.
Not so much breaking as just fixing. It wasn't
Stuff happened.
broken per se, it was just wrong. But at least if you've refreshed, YouTube now says episode 40.
Yep.
The video itself now says epised 40, and IRC says episode 40. So we must be on episode 40 of
Yes, we
season
are.
8 of TigerTails Radio.
So what you're saying is that if it looks like a duck, and it quacks like a duck...
It's probably a witch, burn it.
It's probably a penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Probably a penguin.
Penguin.
Pongguan.
Penguin.
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 Penguin?
If you're new to
Penguin.
this is what we're like Every week.
Yeah, off air.
I can actually say penguin
Penguin.
and Benedict
can-
Cumberbatch.
But can you say now?
Meow.
No, now.
Meow.
Now.
Meow. Meow.
Oh, I'm dying.
Alex
I'm dying.
is those stoned kids in the car, and I'm that guy from Super Troopers.
As you
Yeah.
can see, we're looking very festive in the studio today. We've got a couple of Christmas presents and a chocolate Santa and a husky.
That happened to just be
No,
lying
no,
around.
that's actually Father Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Yeah, we went there.
Oh, please. Like all three people who know what the fuck Kwanzaa is are going to be listening to this show.
Don't worry, if you want to send any complaints in, please send it to review@tigertailsradio.co.uk.
Oh, why did I go back out of that? That was an interesting story.
Excuse me. Story, because I probably already have it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Or if you want to send
Oh, you
suggestions
like
for
that.
Felix to review, also send it to review@tigertailsradio.
And he will get to it in about a couple of years' time.
It's TTR Reviews.
Eventually.
It's TTRreviews@gmail.com.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. He will prioritize his, your projects over his own. Totally. Those projects.
Yeah, that's true. He will.
As soon as that fucking midget is out of the house.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
The plan is
Jesus.
now wait for him to be out for more than a day or two and call the maintenance guy to change his lock.
But the landlord can kick him out.
Nope.
Why not?
Long court process due to the fact that he is a vulnerable person.
Basically, over the last couple of years, they changed the laws over, evictions and stuff to make it harder for less than scrupulous landlords to evict people,
Yeah, it has a benefit.
which is a double-edged sword in this case.
Yeah, but only benefits him, even though.
You'll find most swords are double-edged, otherwise they're a bit shit, and most of it was a knife. A butter knife at that.
People use one-sided swords. Axes. People use axes.
That's
Yeah,
not a sword,
I
that
actually
is,
picked
it's
up
an
a
axe.
one-sided sword and gave it straight to Cassandra the other night.
They were double-headed axe.
It's still an axe.
Yeah, but it's double.
It's still an axe.
Sided.
TK likes his axe how he likes his men. Bearded.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's move swiftly on away from that. So I think we need
In
to
all fairness,
discuss our weeks.
I thought he was going to say sharp and straight to the point. But there you go. What can I say?
Nope. No, this is Venus.
With a nice big pommel.
And something nice and
so
big
TK,
and hard
how's
that
your
you
week
can handle.
been?
And a half you can really get a grip on.
Yeah.
Week, TK.
Yes, his jokes are. But but no, my week hasn't been too bad. It has been a little bit full of work, a little bit full of family, and a little bit full of travelling. Or at least booking tickets to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a little Facebook conversation with Wardy. Remember the chap we used to live with who appeared in season 1 of TigerTails Radio?
Yep.
I'm popping up to visit him. During the first full week of January. After the show, I'm toddling off to Chesterfield, and I'm going to go say hi to Wardy. And go, hi!
Oh my god, yay!
Now I'm going to spend 2 nights up in Chesterfield, and it's going to be fun times. And that was an impromptu. I was just replying to him in comments on a YouTube a photo he reposted of someone's about trains in Chesterfield.
And
And
TK likes trains.
TK does like trains, and TK was there identifying all the trains in the photo, because TK can do that. Now I sound like Felipe from The Apprentice. Thanks. And the conversation ended with me booking rail tickets to go and visit Wardy. Somehow. I don't quite know how that happened. As you do. And you think, Chesterfield, that's a long way away. Let's look at the ticket prices. Oh, it's about 100 quid each way.
Alex,
Yeah.
23 quid each way.
once more we've missed out on the opportunity to buy TK a joke present of an anorak.
But that's
Oh, guys, come on.
a real present.
They're expensive. They're fucking expensive.
It is cheaper to buy him a game off of Steam or a train.
It really
Just
is.
buy him a Macintosh.
But for two trips, one there, one back, I have all of these tickets. All of the tickets. For just one simple journey, or 2 simple journeys. All of the tickets. What the fuck?
He's
Why
now
is
going to
it-
wave them around, put them down on the desk, and then promptly forget that they ever existed.
Nope. They're safe whenever they are. They're not going anywhere.
Well, it's multiple changes, isn't it? There's no direct train.
Well, yeah, but I change in London, which is annoying. But no, there's only one ticket each way. So that's 2 of the tickets taken care of. One there, one back. Then there are 2 seat reservations per ticket. So, and then there's the receipt. There's like, how many bits of fucking rail network thing do I need? Jesus Christ.
Quite a few, apparently. Quite a few.
So it's been a busy week then, and that's all before this week. When pretty much
I went with my dad to do some Christmas shopping, which was nice, and I managed to get that pretty much finalised. And I've got most of the wrapping done as well. I've managed to wrap your present, Pete, and I've wrapped Alex and Felix's presents.
yours is coming in a bag, by the way. I'll let you know. It's going to be in a bag.
Okay, that's nothing too scary. And I've given out all people's Steam presents already as well, which is nice.
Yep.
Done that already. That feels good. Get that out of the way.
Did you have the same problem I had when you went to a certain Angel's?
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inconsiderate prick.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. What are we talking about?
What do I do?
It's what you didn't do.
It's between you and Hedgie. It's like, I'll have a look at Hedgie's wish list.
Oh,
See.
and we never update them.
Yeah.
Nothing is in the wish list.
I haven't actually updated my wish list for a couple of months now.
I keep telling people this. Don't look at my wish list because that is shit from 3 Christmases ago.
There's nothing in there, boy. It is blank.
I probably deleted it then because of... Why would I have a wish list up?
So people can buy you games.
People should know me well enough to know what I like.
I was going to buy you Injustice just to spite you.
Oh, God.
I didn't, but I was going to.
Basically gave you my copy of that game. Don't
I know.
give you another copy back.
It could be worse. Dig out an old PlayStation 1 copy of Evil Zone.
It's the Ultimate Edition. It's got the Scorpion already downloaded. It's free on PlayStation Plus anyway, so I don't see the point. It's free on your PlayStation 4.
I know. Never going to play it. I'm probably not even going to add it to my library. I might.
I would, just because, it's useful.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's a freebie, you might as well take it. Even if, I've got loads of freebies and I've no intention of playing, but I've got them because they were free and I wanted them in my library just in case.
There might be somebody who wants to play it, if you know what I mean. It's like, oh yeah, just download it, play it.
When you're on a connection like mine, you can just download and play these large games, it's fine.
Yes.
And it's like 25 gig, yeah, that'll be down in about 5 minutes, it'll be fine. Have fun with that. Although it's coming from the PlayStation Network, so it'll be ready in about a day or 2.
Yeah, true. Alex, then, how has your week been?
My week is this. My last week was my first week back at work after I went on holiday. It was very hectic.
How much had gone to shit after you left?
Most of the stuff that was broken when I left was still broken, and there was more broken stuff on top of that.
Hey!
Granted, they did actually do some stuff. However, it was like they were understaffed, so I can kind of understand. But it's kind of annoying because I spent most of last week just figuring out what had happened, and this is why I've always told myself I never really want to go on leave because I go away, the problems just more problems will arise that I'll have to learn about, and I'll have to learn what's happened to your problems that may or may not be fixed.
Yeah, welcome to case management.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun. So this week I've got lots of people questioning. Well, sorry, I've got a few of my managers questioning me, saying, "What about this? What is this? Why is this like this?" I was like, I'm trying to figure out when I it's like this date here. It's like, oh well, I came back at this date, so this day I've not really had a chance to look at this one. Give me a second. Give me a second, please.
Why is the thing like the thing? It's because no fucker did it when I was off, that's why.
Yeah, well, when my manager did ask me, I didn't want to say that, but essentially that was a couple of the things that had gone wrong were because nobody had looked at them, and it came back onto me.
Well, that's the excuse.
So that's why you say.
No, but it's known who covers me anyway, though, so...
So you say, well, I arranged it to be sorted, and when I got back, it wasn't.
Yeah, my contingency plan that I set up in advance failed.
It's okay. Now this week I'm pretty much on top of my work, so it's all fine and it's really quiet. Now everyone's gone out of the office.
Just Christmas.
Yep, so I'm just catching up on my office-related things rather than external issues.
When do you finish for Christmas?
I finish on Christmas Day. Or I work till Christmas Eve.
Yeah, likewise.
And I might be finishing at 1. Depends.
Ooh, I finish at 2 on Christmas Eve. We get to escape. And just before we get any further, I feel at this point I should say happy birthday to my sister because it's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, sister, who's not listening.
Happy birthday.
I got her a present. Do you know what I got her?
A PS4.
Was it a gift?
No, she got a PS4 on launch day.
Is it a Xbox One?
No, I'm not that. Why would I do that? I like my sister. Ironically, when we were growing up, we hated each other, but there you go, sibling rivalry and all that.
Yeah.
But no, I would never do that to someone.
What about the power of the cloud?
Cloud.
Yes. He's about to mute us, isn't he?
Yes.
Utterly. I got her the cookbook of My Drunk Kitchen.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got a Hannah Hart's book.
Oh, yeah. Because you showed me that and said, yeah, that's what I got my sister for Christmas.
It's her birthday. It's Hannah Hart's book.
He's making it up on the spot.
No, TK, actually, I was here because it was the parcel TK was waiting for when I stayed over last, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was in America.
No, it's before you went to America.
No, it's before you went to America.
This was like late November.
Yeah.
Because
You were doing something else at the time.
I must. Yeah, probably. I don't know what. Yeah.
You're lucky if you remember anything past a week, really, aren't you, Alex?
I remember important things.
What's the square root of pi?
3.14.
No, that is pi.
What?
Felix, how is
Wait a second.
Pi is an infinitive number. You can't square
Well,
root it.
I just tried to type clever girl to my girlfriend and accidentally put clever gilf, so that's a good start to this week. My week's been spent dashing around trying to find appropriate presents for family and friends.
Yay.
Straight jackets.
Well, my little
Socks.
sister's harder to get for because she doesn't know what she wants, and she's pretty hard. So I decided I'll get her some. She's got 360 in her room, so I'll get her some games. Fable 2 and Fallout New Vegas Ultimate. That should do her.
Yay.
For games.
Yes, she has a boyfriend for the rest. When he's not playing the fuck out of Darksiders 2.
I still need to finish that.
He's doing all the side quests now.
Side quest.
Whilst my
Like I
sister
said-
and I just play Worms.
Side quest.
Still need to finish that.
I haven't even played it.
Oh dear.
I'm at my family's now. For the,
No, you're in the lounge. I can see.
No, it's in general for the Christmas
Oh, I
period.
see. Okay.
Where I'm helping to cook dinner for more than 14 people.
Good luck with that.
Insane.
Yeah.
Cooking is nasty.
Well, unfortunately, the stepsister's invited herself over.
Why are you making it sound like Cinderella?
Cinderella. Why don't you just say no?
Because otherwise she'll just go, yeah, well, none of you are seeing your nieces / grandchildren for the rest of the year then.
Then
The rest of the next year.
Just isolate. I know it's not fair on children, really, but just isolate her.
Yeah, but then basically the only influence her kids will have is her. Do we really want that?
Unfortunately, sacrifices must be made.
I'm
you
guessing
saying we
this
should
is a
burn
win
her?
some, lose some.
No, well, if you can get away with it, call her a witch. Nobody will notice anything. She turned me into a newt.
Anyway,
You got better.
how else is your week been?
Line theft.
How does it feel to have your word stolen by a word burglar?
Yeah, the week's been actually pretty good. I've had a chance to sort of hang out at home, catch up with the family, avoid talking politics with my stepfather.
Good luck with that.
Well, it's a weird thing. He says, I vote UKIP because we don't have a socialist party.
Labour.
That's like, why are is there a whole dead elephant carcass in this room? Greg's ran out of sausage rolls. I could go for a Greg's sausage roll now. Or their festive pastry, because that's fucking amazing.
Their sausage rolls are so incredibly greasy, but so
But
delicious.
good.
Oh, but they make me feel so sick afterwards.
Do you have the holiday pastry slice?
No.
Get it next time you're going through town. Trust me. Trust me.
Is it?
You'll love it whilst you eat it. You'll
It's
hate it.
chickeny, and the pastry is seasoned, and it's beautiful.
How's your Christmas shopping gone?
Pretty well. I've avoided having to go into stores.
DJ has had the good sense to do his Christmas shopping in November. And
Yeah.
also doing most of it online as well, which
We
helps.
were busy in November.
I didn't have any money in November. I was too busy paying
That
the
too.
rent.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan ready for next year, so hopefully I won't be in exactly the same situation as I have been this year.
What,
which is buying it the week before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guaranteed I will be anyway.
naturally.
Well, the funny thing is that what my mum wanted for Christmas was a copy of the William Shatner sitcom Shit My Dad Says.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately, right as she said that, I was getting ready to download it for her. There's only one place I could find that had all the episodes reliably, which was Easy TV.
And that now seems to have gone a bit offline. What with the Pirate Bay going away?
Yes.
Yeah, that died.
And even if it's up, Cloudflare won't give a shit anyway.
Oh well.
So she's gonna have to wait. And it's like there are a few people I've run out of money before I could get them presents, you know. Namely, mostly Pete and my stepfather. So as soon as I
Well,
get
that's
paid,
fine.
just after Christmas, I'm just going to wander through Pete's wish list and grab a couple of bits and buy my stepfather a sweater.
Get him a UKIP sweater. He'd love that.
There you go.
Even
Moving
that backing
swiftly
music
on.
rejected that.
So now the rest of my week's going to be filled with cooking. All of the presents.
You're going to cook all of the presents.
Yes! Except mine.
Sounds like a plan.
J-Bane, what are we going to cook today?
Same thing we do every year, Pinky.
Cook all of the presents, apparently.
Dear God. So my week has mostly been filled with Christmas shopping, work, and generally making sure I've got everything ready for the last minute push to make sure I've got all my stuff ready for Christmas week.
Yay, Christmas.
Well, I've got work Christmas Eve. I'm then training it to my parents for Christmas Day because I'm staying over because no trains. Parents are taking me back home.
Okay.
Then on the weekend, I'll be training it to Julia's because Boxing Day, no trains.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, I'll be training it down to yours so I can see you guys for the 29th and a few days.
You do it as I'm working all that time, though, Pete.
I am not surprised.
You'll know. You've got the door key, though, so you'll have the door key.
Whoa.
Hold on, I've got the door key.
No, but you will, because it's where we normally leave it.
GK.
Yeah.
Got a bit too much
In
to
your
drink.
flat.
Huh?
Got a bit too much to drink.
Yeah, a little bit. Why?
Yeah, just a little bit redness.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
Although it kind of looks like a orangey colour from here, like a burnt umber.
Burnt umber.
Too much
There
whiskey.
you go. So yeah, I've got all this stuff that I've prepped up ready for, and it's the worst thing is this week's a 2-day half-day working week.
2.5 day.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like a working week. So my enthusiasm for work is just gone.
Well, actually, work was really good today, so I'm not gonna say anything. No, it was quite fun. Took a large amount of calls for this time of year, which surprised me, but it was kind of low pressure and nice.
I just stabbed myself in the burn with a fucking pipe. I've taken off that nice new layer of skin.
Well done, you.
You're a muppet.
Show the audience your burn if you haven't already.
No, you can't actually see it on the YouTubes. Wait, should I just stand up in a second?
Yeah, because that works on radio.
Yeah, totally.
Essentially, I accidentally burned myself on a halogen oven, and then scalded that burn by reaching over the top of a kettle.
Muppet.
And TK is doing the Macarena.
Yeah, totally.
I've also been catching up with some of my Steam games because I realised I had a shit ton that have got badges available and I've not even tried to get the card, so...
So part of me just sat there going, but TK, nice Karate Kid reference, and the other half of my head is going, Wakey, 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 wakey! Sorry, Pete.
Dear God. So I've just been wittering through the Steam Christmas sale, getting a load more games that I've yet to play that will earn me badges, and earning badges.
Yay, badges.
Well, I enjoy
All
it.
hail the list of shame.
Well, Steam actually has games that I want to play on, because every time I see the PlayStation Network update, I die a little inside as I remember all the gloriousness that was when it started, when I actually paid for my subscription. They've limited it to like 1 or 2 PS3 games, and then as soon as it rolls over to the next month, it's like, no, they're gone. They're all gone. Whereas when I bought the subscription, it's a case of, oh yeah, there's a free game on there last month. Yeah, that's still on there. Oh, you want access to some more stuff? Yeah, there's have some free stuff. Yeah. Now it's suddenly a case of, no, just one game, and you won't like it.
It varies from month to month, but they actually do make sure.
I've got plenty of good stuff this month.
Yeah, as much as people have been complaining about the games that you get every other month, I just let it go. You've got a fantastic range of styles of game to play. It's the same hypey stuff every month. So
You can't please everyone all of the time.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
not even Debbie when she went to do Dallas.
No. Definitely not Debbie when she went to do Dallas.
She should have done Vegas. Should have got a lot more done.
Yeah. Such a waste.
Dear God, TK.
Then she got into a celebrity death match with Lola the Showgirl. Actually, I kind of want to see that.
Waste.
Yeah, so I've been catching up with a few things. The YouTube channel has been a little bit quiet because I have been playing, but I've not been editing anything, and I'm expecting to do some of that
Soon.
over my holiday. And then I'm planning what I'm going to be doing for New Year, because I need to figure out running, doing more game recording and gaming, making sure I'm still seeing everyone and not spending so much money.
Yeah, that's always the hard bit, not spending all of the monies.
But
I've still got to break it to my kid sister that she bought me Minecraft for PS3 and it was absolutely unnecessary.
yeah.
No, you don't. You just say you really enjoyed it, thank you very much.
That's what you always say.
Well, she's already pissed off anyway. The moment I sat down when I got to my mum's place, all of the cats were on me. So cat on my lap, cat on my shoulder, cat doing a Davy Crockett. My little sister walks in, she's like, "Oh hell no!"
Wow. Meow.
Yeah. There's Felix getting all of the pussy.
Yeah.
Whereas previously, all of the pussy used to dump him.
Well, the cat's souls are mine.
Yes. That's what we meant.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly that and nothing else.
He shall come
Nothing
off the catwalk.
Nothing else. Is so
On
So
the catwalk.
that's our weeks. It's going to be a crazy show. I'm pretty much sure of it. So we need to move swiftly on into the gaming news, I feel.
Oh, fuck, do we?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yes,
And
you have
then,
to put a link.
as I watch TK lean over to press the buttons, I can now.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
We need shorter jingles. I hate holding my breath on the next out like that.
You should just make him wait for it next time.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's been a quiet week
It's Christmas.
in some
It's
respects for
very
gaming news.
Has it been a quiet week?
It's been nothing major happened, but then it's
Nothing
like this
major,
year.
no.
Nothing major's happened this goddamn year.
Okay, I'll fill a quiet week with noise.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
Welcome to my world, Pete.
This isn't quite the end of it, because it's been quite a week in terms of gaming news.
It's been a quiet year. 2014 is MIA as far as games are concerned.
I just said that. You stole what I said.
But there has been a little bit in pieces, because obviously we've got 2015 stuff being mentioned. There's all the debate over the 2014 Game of the Year from various magazines, because that inevitably happens. And I'm fully expecting, Shadows of Mordor to be quite high up there.
Grand Theft Auto 5 Next Gen Edition.
Probably. At least it works.
But
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to playing it.
And the PC
But I
version's
think we
coming
need to
next year, isn't it?
start off a little bit with gaming news adjacent.
Okay,
because
I've
it's still-
got gaming adjacent, well, kind of.
Well, mostly it's the Sony hack still.
Ah, yes.
Because holy shit, has that kind of escalated to World War 3?
Not quite. I mean,
It's getting close.
when you look at it in perspective, well, from the start there was the film, the interview,
Yep.
which Pyongyang may or may not have hacked Sony pictures for because of, and may or may not have distributed threats against cinemas, which prompted them not to want to show the film, which then prompted Sony to not want to release the film on Christmas Day or on video on demand, which then may or may not have prompted Barack Obama to wade in and go, "You're a bunch of fucks, why did you do that? You should have come to me first."
Which is true.
Which may or may not have then prompted America to go, Pyongyang or whatever it is, it's your fault. Which then may or may not have prompted Pyongyang to turn around and say, "Hi guys, how about fuck you?" Which then may or may not have started them then saying, "How about, we start like blowing your shit up and hacking your shit? How about that? How about
Well, that's kind of an interesting edit of all of it, because effectively this week the FBI came out to say that with the evidence they've got, they are putting the money on it being North Korea, or at least someone who is heavily associated with North Korea, as being responsible for hacking a Japanese company multinational.
Yeah.
US Sony Pictures America.
To which North Korea said, hey, how about fuck you, it wasn't us?
Well, to which North Korea went, oh my god, all of your hate. And by the way, those guys were awesome. But all of our hate. And it's like...
It's
What?
traditional
Oh, no,
North
it's been
Korean
really
rhetoric.
funny because, what was it? North Korea said, we're totally not behind the hackings, but we'll help you find out who did it.
Yeah, they are.
Meanwhile, O.J. Simpson nods approvingly.
They were like, we'll do a joint investigation. And it's like, yeah, seriously? You
But
think...
that's the daft thing. It's like, oh, we'll do a joint investigation, but we're thoroughly behind the people who did this righteous act. And it's
Yeah.
like, biased?
So your joint investigation will be doing
It's not us.
investigating as possible, or at least moving all the evidence to suggest that it wasn't you. Yeah, not exactly what we would call trustworthy.
Yeah, it's North Korea, though. I mean, come on.
But then North Korea started threatening America again, and yeah,
Yeah, it's
looks
amazing what North Korea can pull off with a couple of World War II leftover computers.
I know, right? But the thing is, North Korea and America have been at each other's throats for fucking years now.
Oh, God, yeah.
This level of bullshit between them isn't anything new.
North Korea and the world. It just so happens that South Korea is backed by America because of the whole Korean War.
Yeah.
And that's why North Korea also really don't like America.
And China are pretty much North Korea's only allies now.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
even,
China are
even
starting to
they are like, guys,
Ooh,
come on.
Yeah, even China will start going, seriously guys, you need to sort your shit out.
Yeah, with that whole
China's
missile
the
thing
sober
earlier on in the
friend,
year.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Jerry.
No, it's literally China's the sober friend. It's like, yeah, we don't back this kind of stuff. We don't back this kind of stuff. And guaranteed, you can just imagine them going up to them, going, "Tell me for real, you didn't do this. For real, these you didn't do this. No. Honestly, you didn't do this because I'm putting my own shit on the line now."
It's like, dude, seriously, not cool,
Guys, we've been through this. Come on.
It's when they eventually say to them, seriously, they're not even US. It's not a US company. It's just a film made by a couple of actors, and it may or may not even be any good.
No, it won't be any
It would
good.
have been nice if you'd actually released that one as well, so we could have told you. But that's neither here nor there. Cinderella looks awesome, though, by the way. Right.
Well, we all know that the interview will not be any good. It will be shit.
Yeah.
But everybody will watch it.
Even Seth Rogen has tweeted in the past about the interview. He's like, yeah, people aren't normally angry about my films until they've paid $12 to see one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of escalated sillily, and we've already got people who are coming out saying, "Oh, this is all being fabricated so that the US can now put them on the terror watch list." Because this is something that the US is saying, that the terrorist supporter list, which is kind of similar to the whole "let's put things against Russia," only worse.
It'll be the
because-
sanctions.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't really do outside trade anyway.
I was going to say, no one trades with Korea. What the good are fucking sanctions going to do?
They get aid from countries because of the whole food shortages.
The famine,
And
which is real. Yeah.
China and Russia do trade with them, but that's about it. It's very minimal. Very
Yeah,
minimal.
Russia, who's doing so much trading these days.
Yeah. Russia, who's totally not suffering an economic crisis because of the sudden downturn in the price of oil.
And Putin blames it all on our trade sanctions, which
Which is
we just sit there
hilarious.
good. That was point, comrade.
Yes. It is totally the fault of all the things. That's why Scotland's a bit scared shitless at the moment. Because North Sea oil, it's no longer a profitable business.
Oh boy! Imagine if we went independent, guys. Oh shit!
Yeah, Alex.
We ain't going independent.
Alex Salmon, what a prick! He normally sold us right up the garden path.
On the back of all of the stuff with Sony, we've now had more news about more cyber hacks coming out of South Korea with the
North Korea.
plans and schematics of a nuclear power station
Yeah, that was North
being
Korea.
leaked. And Germany, where a metal refinery was hacked.
Oh, I thought you
and
meant it was
had
that one
damage.
German location where all the death metal bands were manufactured. I was kind of excited for a second there.
No.
And mute.
So it's weird for me because it's like this is kind of the stuff that was being thrown around as hypothetical bad shit when I was doing my computing courses over what's the downside of the internet, blah blah blah. And this is the stuff that we threw around
I
as...
think at the age when you were doing your computer courses, the big thing of the day was, oh my god, we can destroy the world by playing tic-tac-toe with NORAD.
Well, anything that wasn't dial-up was the big thing of our age, let's be honest.
Oh my god, 64 kilobit per second ISDN. Holy shit, this is so fast.
And we don't have to pay stupid amounts of telephone bill.
Yeah, you do. Because you had 2 phone lines installed. It was fucking expensive.
I had to get off the internet when Mum wanted to make a call.
So did I. I had my mum decide that she didn't want me up all night being online, so she used to leave the phone off the hook in her bedroom.
My mum never thought of that. She just put a lock on the living room door that I learned to pick in a week.
You learn so much about us. Aside from that,
Well,
not much else in terms of other news.
talking about North Korea and the whole thing, there's actually a satirical run and gun game similar to Contra and that sort of stuff.
I've seen this. It's fucking hilarious.
Yes, it was actually in production before this whole interviews thing started.
Kicked off, yeah.
And it's a game where, well, basically, the guy writing in this is saying, we're not cancelling it. We're not cancelling it at all. You can't scare us.
What's the game?
The game is about you playing as Kim Jong-un, riding a unicorn and single-handedly fending off an invasion of North Korea. The game is, actually includes a scene from the interview because of the whole thing. It was coming up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, crikey.
And it's got Barack Obama in a TIE fighter saying, "I have you now, bitch."
Oh man, I wish more Senate debates were ended that way.
Yeah. It's called Glorious Leader! Exclamation mark. Yeah, it's planned to launch on PC and later on mobile devices. There were plans to release on Microsoft and Sony. However, Microsoft said no. Just that this is like in the past. They said no, and Sony did not get back to them. However,
well, Sony is technically...
Some leaked internal memos have stated.
Sony was responsive back in October, but the guy who's heading the project, Miller, what's his first name? I can't remember his first name.
Steve. Derek.
Jeff Miller.
Oh,
he said that, I think I'll wait a little while before I reach out to them again.
Well, there are
Just to
currently
give you guys a chance.
2 leading things about the Sony hacks. The US intelligence community seems adamant that it originated in North Korea.
Due to some sort of code.
Yeah. Whereas you've got other people who've been looking at it and sat there going, this actually looks like more of an inside job from people who are collecting this stuff piecemeal over many months.
Well, this is what they say about the initial leaks, because the interview wasn't mentioned until somebody started talking about the links and possible suggestion that North Korea did it. But it's the fact that there is the tie downs for the code, the malware, the IP addresses.
It probably is at the very least funded by North Korea. North Korea have an involvement. It's very
is what
obvious.
they call a soft war.
Yeah.
It's the sheer fact that all of this stuff has been leaked, but at no point has the interview...
just gently licks somebody for 5 minutes.
Dear God. But at no point has the interview been actually leaked online.
Well, think about it. North Korea don't want the interview released. Do you think that the potentially North Korean hacking community is therefore going to hack into Sony servers, find a copy of the film, and make it freely available to everyone?
No, but now...
Do you seriously think they are going to do that? Do you not seriously think instead they were going to go in there and delete it?
It is very possible that somebody within Sony will now leak it, though, just because.
Well, Sony said they're going to release it at an alternate platform.
Yes.
They haven't decided on which yet. They said they have no plans to release it until they can think of one, though.
Definitely
Xbox
not
Live.
Crackle, apparently.
They're going to put it on Xbox Live. That's what they're going to do.
There you go. Anyway, so news of the gaming variety and kind of scary Disney variety. Little Big Planet 3.
It's awesome. The end. Move on.
Frozen DLC.
Oh.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No!
You can!
In Little Big Planet 3.
Include Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Sven, Marshmallow and the Medicine Man Troll. Individually priced for about $169. Alternatively, you can get the entire costume pack, every outfit, for $4.99, plus a bonus Olaf costume that can't be bought separately.
Elsa?
It's
Come on,
everywhere.
it's popular. Of course, they're going to include it as a DLC pack in Little Big Planet.
It's Christmas.
It's a game not just aimed at children, but like it is heavily aimed at children
And geeks.
and geeks.
Little Big Planet 1 and 2 was. Little Big Planet 3, I don't think so.
They're very kid-friendly games.
It's a fucking...
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking up now.
So, yeah, parents are going to be like, oh, wow, this game that my child loves also has Frozen too. It's Frozen. And the child's going to see it and be like, Mommy, I want to dress up as Elsa. I want to be Elsa.
All
That's
I'll
right.
say at this point, Disney Infinity.
Well,
All I'll say at this point is now we have a screen cap of Alex pretending that he wants to dress up as Elsa.
Hang on, let me get
What do you mean
to...
pretending?
okay, no, we need to no longer talk about this news piece. It's coming up to that time of the year again, ladies and gentlemen, where Awesome Games Done Quick is going to start.
Yes,
Yay!
they've announced when they're doing their next event.
They've announced for a while. It is January the 1st.
It's more like a reminder.
Yeah, everyone's going to know about it, but I'm just reminding you guys. It's going to be cool. It's going to be really
And I'm going to be up the north for some of it, so I'm going to have to watch it on my phone or something.
January the 4th, and it will be 7 odd days of bliss. Pure gaming bliss.
This is what I do whenever somebody goes, esports, they're all the same, and nobody will ever watch it unless they do it the same announcery style thing. It'll never be a big spectacle. I just go, games done quick. Prove that you don't need that's the exact same thing for something to be a huge spectator event.
Yep, no, it's just the fact that what they're doing is like ridiculous. Last year in January, the Awesome Games, not the Summer Games, but the Awesome Games Done Quick raised 1 million, or more than 1 million rather.
Yeah.
It says here. And had
Nice.
world records like the blindfolded performance of Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
I remember that. That was awesome.
Awesome, so awesome.
That was amazing.
He actually done it.
Yeah, he beat
Yeah.
the blindfold.
But he couldn't beat Mike Tyson because he said that Mike Tyson is random. He doesn't have a
Yeah, he doesn't have a
A
strap.
pattern.
he doesn't have a set pattern.
Damn.
And he can hit you and knock you out in one punch.
Yeah, because he's Mike Tyson.
Unlike the others where you can actually have some sort of strategy against Mike Tyson, you have to just react to, which is
So they've
Just flail
confirmed,
madly.
they've confirmed that this is going to be going roughly when?
the 4th
January. No. Yes.
of January 2015 is when it starts, and it will run from the 4th to the 10th.
Yeah.
Live Twitch broadcast as always, and this year is the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Nice. And I'm sure we'll stick links in on the notes to let know people where to go for that one. Moving on, further news. Transformer Universe MMO is TK's frowning at me.
Not frowning.
No, I can honestly say he is not frowning at you.
So, Transformers Universe MMO.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm
That,
just
that
gonna
time's
get
the
paid
charm.
with it.
Yeah, MMO seems to be the modern thing to do.
Yes, and apparently this one is to close after 6 months of open beta.
Really?
So Jagex has ceased development 6 months into the beta. A message was posted on the website informing players that the game is now being wound down ahead of its complete closure by the 31st of January next year. Jagex and Hasbro can confirm Transformers Universe will close. This decision comes at an important time for both companies as they both realign their plans and focuses for 2015.
I'm of two minds on that because they got the same, the same team, the same sort of thematic theme behind the Cybertron games as an MMO thing, and it could have been kind of fun.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, there was supposedly going to be a huge amount of crossover with up-to-date cartoons and the movies, so there was a lot of stuff that was supposedly going on, but it looks like the fan base...
Don't like the
wasn't
most
there.
recent movie, most recent cartoons, because, the whole Unleashing of the Matrix, Light Our Darkest Hour was a fucking Kamehameha wave. Fuck you, Prime!
I've looked up all of the Dragon Ball Z history, and it's like the family Kamehameha, and it's like, seriously, that's how you defeated these guys? Seriously?
Yeah.
What Dragon Ball history?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Dragon Ball?
This proves Alex doesn't listen.
No, you were talking about it, but I thought you were talking about Transformers.
Well, yeah, when I said about
Yeah.
and Transformers Prime, with the whole, Light Our Darkest Hour, Optimus Prime unleashes the power of the Matrix against a possessed Megatron thing, it's a fucking Kamehameha wave.
Okay, and then you just went talking to...
And then Pete just went, oh god, it's like the Dragon Ball history thing with it. They beat that one dude with a family Kamehameha.
Oh, Kamehameha. No, you mean the father-son Kamehameha. Yeah, of course. The Cell, you beat Cell. Gohan's stronger.
Gohan was meant to be the Super Saiyan.
Stronger.
Gohan's the most powerful in the universe. Who doesn't do shit?
Anyway, that's quite sad, but another MMO loss, and it's hard to get into the market.
On the plus side, both the City of Heroes MMOs are doing quite well.
They're the fan-based ones, aren't they?
Yeah, Valiant's, I believe, is on Steam Greenlight right now, and they're rapidly updating the beta. And
Nice.
City of Titans is the other one. They recently had a bug with the Fire Sword elemental power set. A slight glitch meant that the sword you summoned, instead of being like, you just summoned Skyrim weapons thing, here is the size of a skyscraper. With a hitbox
awesome.
to match. So you drew aggro from everything. It was quickly fixed.
Oh, I so wanted to see that. That would be awesome.
They're rolling out more beta invitations if you go to the forums soon.
I'm good when it comes to betas. I've got access to Heart of the Swarm. I'm fine, thank you. I think only Pete may know about that one.
I'm not touching that
I think it's actually really fun. 20-minute games, really good.
20-minute games. Holy shit, they
Whereas
haven't
we've
improved
got the
it. Okay,
beta
so
for coming, but
DLC
only for
news.
Xbox.
DLC, huh?
Yep, Dragon Age Inquisition gets DLC to expand the multiplayer. Standard Edition owners also offered a $10 deluxe upgrade.
Will
So
they
this
get
is-
an option to not have to use peer-to-peer for the multiplayer?
No.
Because if one person has a shit connection, I cannot walk anywhere anymore.
That's my only,
I have to bunny hop.
First world problems.
that's my only complaint about the multiplayer. Other than that, it's actually...
That
and
Arcane Warrior is not available in single player.
boss... But no, that's because all of the characters and online are a mixed match of skills from every class and skill tree.
Yeah.
So Arcane Warrior does exist, but like...
It's actually the Diet Enchanter power set, which, despite having cool, glowy weapons, is actually defense-minded rather than attack.
Yeah, all about barriers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm still hoping to unlock it soon.
Yeah, and the last section of every area so far seems to be big fight with a boss and his minions. Just run back into the door room, run back into the first room, and like just hide there, let them come in and like bottleneck them, because otherwise they just swarm you.
I still using the Destiny Gambit. It seemed fitting considering the terrain.
Well, this is the Destruction add-on, which is expanding on the multiplayer and adding apparently wild creatures, new paths.
Good, because it pretty much
and-
is just a straight line with a couple of things and hoping not everybody in your party is the same class.
Oh well, no, you can change that before you start, but you can see what class they are. But by different paths, I think it means different. It will always be one, essentially a line. However, it'll be
Yeah,
a
but
different
I like
way.
you to take a different line.
Yeah, you can take different lines. It just chooses automatically a quest line for you as you play it. So essentially, you start
No,
off.
I mean, it isn't pathing. There's only literally
Not
pretty much
pathing.
one route to the end of the path.
Yeah.
I like to take like a forking path, maybe.
This is why I'm like, it
You
seems
watch your
very much like
language.
Shadow Realms.
Anyway, Middle-earth is also getting DLC. This is story mission DLC. Trailer was released, and this promises hours of new gameplay. The Lord of the Hunt expansion available. Let's see. It
Oh,
doesn't give us
you're
a
getting a
date.
chance to play as what's her face, aren't you? Or has that already come out?
Possibly.
No, that's
but this is-
confirmed. One of the DLC will
Free,
be
yeah, I've
campaign
not
pack.
gotten to that news, but free to download for season pass owners later in Europe. So that was Wednesday. So it should be out by now.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm glad that the Dragon Age DLC isn't single player at the moment, because I'm not even halfway through the game. I spent 55 hours on this game. Jesus. So many
He's
side
only
quests.
completed the first corridor.
So many side quests to do. So much.
Actually, I am sat there bitching about it being peer-to-peer for Dragon Age Inquisition, but, it is EA, so if it's a dedicated server, it'd be gone within a year and a half.
Any news from the room?
Yeah, let Felix go, because he hasn't actually spoken really much.
I've been ripping off you guys.
Yep, that's all he can do.
So, who's the dude? The director of Netflix, Cliff Edwards, has stated that offline viewing is never, ever going to happen. Ever.
So the director of the online-only service is saying that
Well,
offline...
yeah, but he's repeating this exact same excuse he used about 3-4 years ago, which is, in just a couple of years, network carriers will be so good that, everyone will have decent enough Wi-Fi wherever they are to be able to watch our stuff, so there's no point to offline. A couple of years later, they ask him again, and he goes, in a couple of years, Wi-Fi will be so good. Meanwhile, Amazon have gone, we're adding offline viewing for the Prime service, within the next year or so.
Yeah, but this is Amazon going, we're doing this awesome thing, so please use our service, please.
Yeah, this is Amazon going,
well,
yeah,
it's
we're
already
doing this awesome thing, and it's going to cost you nearly £100 a year in like a lump sum one-off upfront payment.
No, you can get it separate.
It's like,
You can get the Amazon Video Service separate. Currently, at the moment, if you own a Kindle Fire, then you can download, the shows that you want to it. And that's rolling out to non-Kindle Android devices later on this year. So, yeah.
Okay,
well,
then?
If it was,
I can quickly
Pete doesn't have anything.
Page.
I have something. Pete, did you have something?
Go on then.
Okay, well.
Go on.
It's loading. It's
Okay.
loaded the little lines.
I got two quick headliners in the. Well, I've got three things, but I'll do the two quick things.
Go.
One of them is DLC related as well. It seems that Theatrhythm, Final Fantasy Curtain Call, is getting more tracks from Bravely Default, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, and Final Fantasy 15. The game isn't even. It's got 2 tracks from Final Fantasy 15. And a couple
Yeah,
of
I was bitching about that with TK a little while ago.
Why? The game isn't out. How
few
can
weeks. Was it TK last month?
What's that?
I was bitching about the arranged sale versions of Final Fantasy 15 music, and the game's not even fucking out yet.
Yep. Oh well, never mind.
And
And
you half agreed and went, yeah, but I'd rather have it now anyway.
And the other one I have is Xbox Live Gold subscribers. Now they do their free game things, and they've been doing it for quite some time, but they haven't really had anything interesting. You can pick up.
Again, you were asleep for this last week, but
You've done this already.
Yeah, this year for PS4, like a grand's worth of games. Xbox Live, about £300.
Yeah, it was 1,300 on PSN or 300 on the Xbox.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's dollars.
Yeah.
Roughly converting to pounds.
Oh, okay. Same difference then.
Well, yeah, in software prices.
You can play one game, Dark Dreams Don't Die, for a whole month. Only a whole month, apparently. Free all month long. So after the month, you have to pay for this shit. MX versus ATV Alive will be free from the 1st of January to the 15th. And The Witcher 2 will be free from the 16th to the 30th. Wait, what?
So they're
Are
offering
these-
a game for free
But-
for a month each month.
Temporarily. Well,
No,
not even that, half a
really?
month.
Are you sure? Because it's like maybe that's the only time you get to have that. Oh, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that's the period you have to get the game, and then it's free forever. Well, that's,
Well, either way, it sounds awesome because if you're not sure, download it and play it for free. And if you have to pay for it, you now know whether or not you're actually going to invest in it, and you have invested time in the game.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, we've bitched about the fact that demos seem to be a dying thing, and betas don't necessarily give the best understanding of a game. This is
or
a good
even
way.
work for half, for the platform that you own.
In all fairness, you buy a game that doesn't necessarily work for the platform you've bought it on.
Oh yeah, we can do that news in a minute.
Anyway, moving on. Nintendo eShop update. Duck Hunt hits Wii U on Christmas Day.
Yay! Who cares though? 'Cause we have.
Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel. Wait, I've just got a button for that. I can't be fucked.
Really?
Also, if you're looking for potential PS4 purchases for Christmas,
Then I want all of them.
Sony's boss says sales may be inventory challenged this Christmas. Yep. Andrew House has come out and said potentially we may not have enough PS4s.
We spent
For
all that
Europe.
time making the shiny ones that we didn't manufacture the proper
Oh
one.
my god, we completely forgot about the normal ones. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Even better, I'm not going to say you won't be able to find a PlayStation 4. I think it's going to be kind of hand to mouth in terms of that market.
In other words, bite the people that's trying to steal the PS4s off the shelf.
And if you want the anniversary one, well, it's a couple of...
I hope you like eBay.
I hope you like that limited chance to get them. It's like, and as Phyllis put it quite rightly, yeah, we have a store popped up. Yeah, 20 minutes later. Oh shit, they've got us. Random
get it
store
eBay.
popped up with these.
Yeah, it's a case of they designed also the things that you have to be a massive hardcore Sony nerd to be able to get a hold of some of them as well with the questioning. With the question.
No, because you had to. They weren't questions, were they? You had
No,
to
you had to
show
take-
up. You had to take.
clues.
You had to take our memorabilia.
Yeah.
You had to then say your secret passphrase.
It was just something about the Crash Bandicoot. I
Yeah,
can't
yes,
remember.
I crashed my Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, there we go. And you had to find the fucking place. And
There
they
was
did it.
another event where there were quizzes involved as well.
Probably. I think they were doing a variety of different things.
Yeah, and then the quiz was I was like,
You
fuck,
had-
just
You had to be fucking
bring me back my
knowledgeable.
first edition Trivial Pursuit. I'll have an easier time with that.
Yeah.
It's just you can't do that sort of random store popping up sort of hide and seek game in the current
Yeah, you can.
world. No,
Look at Ingress with their events. When they have the random person
Yeah, I mean,
with legs.
geocaching is still a surprisingly big thing, so this is nothing.
Yeah, but they fucked up. It's just what's that? The internet, the power of the internet lets you like, oh wait, yep, they're over here, guys.
The cloud!
That's the point. You let 2 or 3 intelligent people get there first and tell everyone else where it is, so then you can try and be part of the rush.
I guess. Okay, I have a little thing about the Xbox One versus PlayStation 4, seeing as it's been the first year that they've both been out, relatively around the same time.
Yep.
A nice little comparison over the past, where essentially, well, the specs that were given out, it seemed that the PlayStation 4 would be superior. However, as it stands, after a lot of research and comparisons on not just graphical but also gameplay and if their game had to sacrifice mechanics or not, etc., etc., to run on the other console, it seems that they are, at the moment, very evenly matched. The games that this isn't helped by the fact that there's a low amount of games available for both consoles, and they have stated that the power of the consoles is undershadowed by the lack of software. So they are saying that, you know, the consoles can't shine because they have nothing on them still. But from what they do have, they've from the 40-odd games that have been launched on both consoles, 40-odd that have been launched on both consoles. This isn't counting exclusives, but like exclusives, there aren't that many. That's a very small amount of games.
4.
13 games had very minor differences. 6 games where each had its advantages and disadvantages. So again, no real
For
winner.
example, Modern Warfare had higher resolution on the PS4, but higher frame rate on the Xbox One.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. 6 titles where there was a difference of 900p to 180p, 1080p, where the PS4 resolution boost is the only real differentiating factor.
Yep.
14 titles where the PlayStation 4 advantage is noticeable but isn't just limited to resolution. And 1 title with a clear Xbox One advantage. However, so this is basically said, you know, they're kind of even, and it apparently doesn't reflect the whole story according to this article, where there were like scenes in, for example, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, where the Fox engine just did so much for that console, made the game look so pretty, and I have to admit it was a very pretty looking game, even if it's in a small area. It was very impressive what they could do with the Fox engine, and I'm looking forward to how this will develop. Like Kojima is like, anyone wants to use a Fox engine, just ask me. Well, I'll help you. He wants to push his engine out, obviously.
Yeah, anyone who wants to use my engine, ask me. So long as you put me in your game.
It's a small request.
They state that Tomb Raider Definitive Edition as well also like improved. It bumped up to 60 frames per second. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
Essentially, what they're saying is they're even. However, as it stands, the potential of the consoles, a PlayStation 4 has a lot more potential than the Xbox One, due to the fact that the GPU they use is basically future proof.
Ah.
So they are prepared for the long game. Whereas Microsoft...
But are they prepared for a long game?
Wrong game. Microsoft had the Kinect problem. However, now they've freed up that with the Kinectless Xbox stuff, where they said, you don't have to use it, guys. No, seriously,
Which has
come play our
boosted
console.
their sales as well, because now they can undercut the Sony prices a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think at the moment, both manufacturers really need to give support to the developers to release games that aren't breaking on release. That needs to happen.
I think the way it will stand, it will be a reverse, well, not a reverse of last generation, but essentially the PlayStation had an advantage this generation. It's got it by having the cheaper console, essentially when it first came out, and it was out before the Xbox One, wasn't it?
By about a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's still huge. So they managed to get the push out for that. And the fact that essentially, with the potential now, if we actually have games developers that are used to using the PlayStation 4 software development kit now, we should see an increase in games for that. The quality, especially. The quality will go up, as they did in PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era,
Yep.
where the developers would learn to use the resources available
As
on the
they
machines.
did with the PS2 and the PS1.
Yeah, well, I would say
In the case of the
Mega Drive.
PS3, it's more of a case of learning to get around.
the cell processor.
The sound processor.
Yeah.
Which
It's like a successful Sega Saturn.
And the PS2, getting around the emotion engine.
to be fair, the cell processor is incredibly powerful. It's
It
just
is.
that because of
It's a
how
bitch to-
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
make
bitch to
things
program
for.
for. So it had an advantage, but then the graphics it used were not that good.
Hence why I
And-
brought up the Sega Saturn, because that thing had a dual RAM thing going on that made it one of the most powerful consoles of the time, but it was also nigh impossible to code for unless you're like an 8th level Cody wizard.
Well, not just that, but the Saturn was from the ground up geared for 2D sprites. It was not geared for 3D polygon. And Sega's wonderful timing in that just happened to hit when CD was taking off and everything was going 3D. Way to
Yeah,
go,
when-
Sega. Way to go.
yeah.
Well, I think
Just forgot what I was
end of is really, we're still in a position where a lot of stuff could come out of the new consoles. They're both very strong for their stuff. They're both comparable, but we've still not seen
Any
the killer
games?
app. Yeah,
And
there hasn't been the killer app.
And especially for the Xbox, a lot of what they're classing as killer apps, things like Project Spark and things like that, are all available on the PC as well. So there's no incentive to go and buy the Xbox One. At least with things like Little Big Planet, the Uncharted when that comes out, and we've had the Last of Us HD remake thing. These aren't coming out on PCs. Those particular PlayStation 4 exclusives that are kind of staying exclusive. And so a lot of Xbox exclusives are also coming out on the PC and thus kind of nullifying their exclusive factor. And anyone with a half-decent PC can already make graphics better than the Xbox One anyway. So that's where I think a lot of Microsoft's problems are going to lie with the Xbox.
Yeah, 'cause the downside is that we're going to see a Xbox One and PS4 emulator long before we'll have a stable PS3/Xbox 360 emulator.
Well, the same
Probably.
architecture, yeah. That's,
Any further news to carry on with?
Speaking of broken games, if you're one of those
Unity.
people who are downloading your free game right now from your season pass Assassin's Creed Unity,
Oh my
You-
god, I was right.
giving up your legal rights to sue.
So
200
what, for
words.
downloading the free game?
Yep.
No, buried within all of the legal pages upon pages of legal text when you have to, agree to download your game, is a 200-word disclaimer saying that you are not going to be part of any class action lawsuit over their complete balls up over Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh yes, okay, I understand
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so yeah, if they did actually get a favourable settlement in a class action lawsuit, they'd probably get about the price of a free game anyway.
If that.
Yeah, but it's basically, it looks like it's something that's done not so much to placate the gamers as it was also to head off any further bad press that a class action lawsuit
it's the
would
same.
give it.
It's the same principle with a complaint final decision letter. If you've agreed to give them something, then it's a case of you're just getting that. and any future decisions
And
that occur
This does
will
come
have
at
no
the same
bearing.
time as the Killzone Shadowfall lawsuit is going on ahead, in which Sony are being sued over false advertising.
Sony.
Sini.
Because the multiplayer resolution was not as advertised.
Hold on, this is Killzone, right?
Yeah.
The third Killzone, the one which had the
No, this is the fourth Killzone.
the one which had the street view, which was flat when you looked down onto the city.
I can't remember. I remember it was a resolution thing, and the multiplayer resolution was completely different to the in-game resolution.
The one that came out on launch.
Yeah, Shadow Force.
Yeah,
like I said.
Shadowfall.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Meanwhile, over at Microsoft, they're suddenly going, we kind of fucked up the multiplayer on the Halo Collection, Master Chief Collection, so when we finally get around to porting ODST, you're going to get it for free.
Which is good.
Which is a much better way of, with no legal disclaimery thing, they have stated. But nobody
Well,
wants
this
to
is
sue
the
over
thing.
that. 'cause
Microsoft has always been very good with stuff like that, and compared to some other companies, have been quick to confirm when they've ballsed up, and this is how they're going to fix it.
Pretty much. So I'm just closing the tabs that I've already been through.
Whilst you're loading up, then Ultra Street Fighter 4 Wild Costumes DLC launches. There is
When?
a trailer. There are more.
When are they coming out? That's the only bit I
The
care
news
about.
was on the 17th.
What's the release date?
Let's see. I'm assuming now, because it's out
Thank
with the
you.
patch.
TK.
Sorry, can't
Yeah.
speak, heading to PlayStation Store.
All 44 characters dressed up as a particular animal. Ryu as a wolf, Honda as a turtle, Balrog as a bison, because apparently his name was Bison in Japan.
Yep.
Yep.
Mike Bison.
Roltondo as some sort of lizard.
Because logic.
Yeah, it's £13.99, while there are a number of smaller $3.19 packs featuring costumes for only 5 characters for those who mainly play as a certain fighter. So this is out with the new patch, and I'm guessing it's already been launched, because the news article is saying has launched it. And on the Omega mode, which modifies all 44 characters in the game and gives them new moves, and Edition Select option when playing online, so you can now choose whether or not to pick Arcade, Ultra, Shiny, Sparkly, Rainbows, fuck yeah, Sparkle Edition.
Sparkle,
Where?
sparkle, sparkle.
Fuck yeah, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
This will be an ongoing gag until 2020. So, any more news in the room before I drop a bombshell?
The present that Hedgie gave me has got like video game Christmas baubles on it. It's got the Umbrella logo, a Pokeball, a Mario, a Lemming, a Ryu,
Yep.
a Hellgast, a Master Chief. I don't know what the Thai one is.
there's
A Donkey Kong.
Morgan Freeman.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But there's also a trifecta of Gordon Freemans. You know what that means?
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Oh, I was going to go for a HD remaster collection, but that makes
Oh,
so
it's
much
the
more
wrapping
sense.
paper. Oh, good God.
Yeah. Did I not
Imagine.
say the wrapping paper was
news?
present Hedgie gave me?
Imagine.
Yeah, yeah, so I was going to put this back.
Imagine at the next E3, Gabe Newell shows on the stage. Everybody, I would like to announce the next Half-Life game. Tales from Half-Life.
Episode .5.
Isn't
All
he actually
hail the
thinking about that?
Gaben.
We laugh, but I swear blind I saw a piece of news that suggested that.
Now with a wearable hazmat suit. With technology.
Technology.
Instagram have recently done a purging of all of the spam accounts and bots,
Oh, yes.
leading to many celebrities to get pissed off due to the lost revenue.
Yes, because of all those spam bots that were following.
Yeah, quite a lot of social media teams will buy a fuck ton of likes. So, for example, let's look at random pop idiots here. Kim Kardashian lost 1.3 million. Rihanna, 1.2 million. Oprah, 100,000. So she's down to 0.
Oh.
Ooh. But this turns out it's actually lost revenue for a lot of people scamming the system, because if you're sponsored to post through Instagram and the like, your fees are negotiated based on the number of subscribers you have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So a loss of 100,000 spam account subscribers can lead you to a loss of $10,000 to $25,000 from a sponsor.
Christ.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have.
Maybe you
spam.
shouldn't have. Yeah.
This explains why a lot of them were pissy when it was spam bots. Because I couldn't understand the news article when I read it, because it was like, oh my god, this is awful.
And you know why?
Spam bots?
Yeah.
They're not even fans. It's just people
It's
going...
essentially when you buy likes on Facebook.
Yeah. Except even more inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's literally advertising links. They'll spam the followers with advertising links. So they'll spam the spam bots with spam links.
Yo, dog.
Oh god. Oh.
And
jeez.
Telltale Games are making a Minecraft feature.
Yes.
Yes.
Minecraft.
Which has led to so many cries of, fucking sell out Microsoft. And just like going, you know how popular the Minecraft books are?
Minecraft
Yeah,
is
Including the storybooks, like, what is it, the Invasion of the Nether. Defeating
it's
the
like-
dragon.
Everyone and their mother is making stories with Minecraft. Why
And
can't the people
console
who own
version
Minecraft make a
just got
story?
adventure mode this week?
Ooh.
By the way, the console version has adventure mode now. Have any of us played adventure mode? I thought not.
Why? Why would you?
But yeah, apparently next year Microsoft have contracted Telltale Games to give us Minecraft story mode.
At least the title's original.
I actually kind of want to see this. I mean, as soon as it hits at the end of the year, I'm picking up Tales of the Borderlands for my Andromedoid.
It's worth it. I've only had the one episode, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I'm now having to wait till January. Fucking.
Aww.
And meanwhile, in UK politics and games, there's a small game that's pissed off Nigel Farage.
Candy Crush?
No, it's called UKIck. Essentially, you play a character called Nicholas Fromage, who's kicking
God.
immigrants off the White Cliffs of Dover to save the UK economy. If you kick them far enough into the channel, the economy falls by 1%.
I thought it was if you failed to kick him hard enough.
So yes, you're quite correct. It's a whole load of Canterbury Academy students who are collectively known as SWD, who said they set out to make a mockery of extremist views. Nigel Farage, however, told the Kentish Gazette that he thinks the game is risible and pathetic and crosses the line. I'm a public figure, and of course people are going to have views, the whiny bitch said. But elements of this game appear to cross the line. And fair play to them for having a bit of fun, but if they want to go away and look at UKIP policies, they'll actually learn a lot. Like, how to wave goodbye to your single-payer healthcare.
Goodbye.
Dear God.
Would you like to hear the official description for UKIC?
No.
Come on.
No.
Dear Great Britain. TK, can I have the God Save the Queen? Just quietly in the background.
No.
No.
Do foreign voices on trains scare you? Can you handle a European living next door? Does your wife refuse to clean behind the fridge? Do you think women are too stupid to win a game of chess or have a top-level job? If you are feeling irrational and want to live in a right-wing hellhole, then vote UKIC this May. These people might improve our economy, contribute to our culture, and make Britain great. But they are different to us, so let's kick them all out. Yours, Nicholas Fromage, UKIC Party, representing fruitcakes and loonies everywhere.
Oh dear.
And you
Is
can
that
get
it
the
for the
Google
news
Play
from the
Store.
room?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I've got a
grab that
bombshell. So this was last Friday. I don't know how many people would have picked up on it, but Miyamoto has actually confirmed that Nintendo is working on its next console.
What?
But the focus is still very much on the Wii U.
Well, the Wii U didn't really do
it's
that
going to be
great.
the new Wii U.
All I do remember about the Wii U when it was first announced was that at that E3 rather, when I was with Big Alex and Evie, an E3 party they had.
Oh, yeah.
When they had the Nintendo conference, the guys talking. Was it Reggie, wasn't he, who was presenting?
Yep.
He was talking
Yep.
a lot about how the console, you have the Wii, and the Wii is more about the person play. Oh God, he's gonna call it the Wii U, isn't he? And we're calling it the Wii U. You know how when a plot twist hits you right before it happens, and that's a good plot twist? And you're like, oh, actually, no, I figured it out. And then it happens, and you're like, yeah, just in time. Yeah, it was like that, but, the opposite. It was like, oh, no. That sudden realization.
Dear God. So he has confirmed that while they are focusing on the software for the Wii U, they are having work groups putting ideas together for new hardware systems, and they have production lines that are working on ideas for what this next system might be. Now, we know that platform holders normally are working on their next machine soon after the last hardware launch, although normally it's, a 10-year cycle now for most things.
It is the stuff. It's about 7 or 8 for Xbox.
But this is the first confirmation of Nintendo's work on a new console, and normally we don't see it that soon after release.
To be honest, 2 things. The Wii U hasn't done that great, and it's not a great leap of programming or like hardware from the Wii rather. And also Nintendo are currently in the trend of we don't give a shit about generations, we're just going to release when we feel like it. Which is true. The Wii and the Wii U have both just been released. They've not tried to make it coincide with Xbox or like PlayStation at all in the last 2 generations.
Yeah, well, their lifetime of Wii U sales at the moment is 7.29 million units since launching November 2012.
Yeah, that's not really good, to be honest.
No.
Seeing as they came out before the other next gen, but the problem was they had only just about in tech caught up with last generation. And they didn't really have an impressive library.
No, unfortunately, that was the big
just
problem.
had Monster Hunter, and
Yeah,
that was it. That's the only thing that was selling the console to begin with.
which is fine. It's just that there's no real merits to the console. The gamepad didn't really take off. It kind of hasn't. It's fun.
And it took them forever to enable traversing most of the menus with the Pro controller.
Mhm.
Now that was only added a few months back. The ability to navigate menus properly.
So that's it for the gaming news.
Oh, good.
As you can see, not much in actual news, but a lot of major news if you want to follow the Sony hack. So we now need to go into Done and Dusted.
Done and dusted, done and dusted.
Bear with me a second.
Done and dusted. Dust and done.
We're not actually going to have Alex sing the jingle.
Skip-a-doo!
Oh, that
Please
other was
don't.
doing quite nicely.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio reviews stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Okay, so this is where we hopefully review something to give an opinion on it for our lovely listeners. Previously, you may have been aware that we've not done a lot of this, so I have a
some
game.
things.
What have you got?
I've got an album.
You've got an album? What album?
I have Video Games Live.
The third one.
3.
Level 3, I think it's called, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Alex, do you have anything?
Not really.
Felix?
I was meant to have downloaded and listened to Serial by this time, but I forgot.
No.
What is that? A different? Is that a different game to I Am Bread? So you
No,
can
that's
pick
the,
and choose which one you play in the morning.
Now that's the recent podcast thing that became quite popular.
Ah,
Although now people are bitching about how it's going to be the death of podcasts because it didn't have a real ending, and I was like going, well, no, of course it didn't have a real fucking ending. It was based on a real life crime which remains largely unsolved. You stupid twat.
Calm down.
But no,
Okay,
I'm
so-
around to that.
I have a game. I have Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
your game?
Yes.
Is it Rebirth or is it Rebinding?
That's Rebirth.
Rebirth. Yeah.
Like a ticket.
So, do you want to start with your album?
I have Video Games Live Volume 3, or Level 3 as some people want to call it. And yeah, it's actually quite nice. There's a decent selection of tracks on there from the Video Games Live series of concerts. Unlike Volume 2, or Level 2 as it was called, these are not recorded live and taken from the DVD/Blu-ray. These are all studio recordings, except for the very last one, which was a recording of the performance in Chile for the...
Your standard live bonus track thing from most albums.
Exactly, and it was Staying Alive. Or Still Alive, sorry. Not Staying Alive.
Stay alive.
No, Still Alive. Still Alive.
Oh.
You know from Portal?
Yes.
Gladys's song? Yeah, it was that.
Thick as a lie.
Yes, okay.
It was Portal, by the way,
No.
what the reference was.
Awful.
Portal. So,
Only 2 people in this room are going to get... One person in this room and one person floating in the aether are going to get that.
So the track listing is things like Libero Fatale from Final Fantasy VIII. There's
Yes,
the Dragon Ball from Skyris. There's a Tetris Opera. There's a nice Zelda medley. And yes, the Tetris Opera is in Russian, which is awesome.
Any Tetris opera would be incomplete without a cover of Flight of the Valkyries, if you ask me.
There's the Secret of Monkey Island. Pokemon medley. Beyond Good and Evil. Journey, Dota 2. There's a Street Fighter 2 medley in there as well. There's some Shadow of the Colossus. Bit of Chrono Cross. So it's a very nice select. Oh, some Silent Hill as well. And as I say, Still Alive. Live.
So when you
point,
say
it's still gonna
album,
make-
are we talking LP here?
Effectively, it's digital download. I got it from the Google Play Store. And they got volume. They got level 3 up there. Amazon also have level 3 if you want to get it from there instead. So I expect iTunes probably have it too. There. Red Case lost channel status after the channel rebooted. Gutted.
Don't mind me.
And I've been actually really enjoying it. I only downloaded it yesterday because I was just skimming the Google Play Store and suddenly stumbled across it and was like, "Oh my fuck, God, having now!" Click, as you do. And because I was looking for level 2 because I wanted the Sonic medley. But then I forgot that one was recorded live, so you got the peasants chanting and clapping and being noisy over the top of it, ruining it. And then I stumbled across level 3, so I was like, purchase, I will have that instead. It'll do me. It's got Libero Fatale on there, it's got Tetris, it's got Street Fighter 2, which is also another track I wanted, because I like the Street Fighter 2 medley, it's actually very nice. And then I discovered how nice the Zelda medley was as well, and Hedgie loves the Secret of Monkey Island. And the Pokemon medley, which kicks off pretty much with the Smash Brothers Brawl opening. And I had no idea that was from Pokemon. So when that started playing, I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck is... I didn't know Brawl was on this soundtrack. Look at the track list. Oh no, it's Pokemon? Okay, I had no idea. Now I do.
Pokemon's actually had some deceptively awesome music in it over the years.
Yeah, listening to this little Pokemon medley, there was actually some very good tracks in them. I'm going, I'm not supposed to like this. I don't like Pokemon. What the fuck? Oh, I suppose it's allowed to have good music, I suppose.
Join us.
No, I will not play your stupid card game.
Card game?
Yeah.
There was a Pokemon card game, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, there was. Long time
Strangely
ago.
enough, that came after the video game, though.
That
Really?
came...
And the cartoons.
I thought
Ooh.
the card game came first because it was ripping off Digimon.
No.
Or was that the cartoon? I know Digimon came first, before Pokemon did, and then...
The Pokemon games were around before.
But Pokemon got bigger quicker because it had Nintendo's backing.
Pretty much, yeah.
But Digimon was first. There you go, kids. There's a fact for you.
Fun fact.
Your stupid little game is actually a rip-off of someone else's stupid little game.
So, what's good? What's the best things off the album?
What's good?
It depends really on your taste. It really does. It's one of those where they've got a little bit of something for everyone. So
Nice.
if you want the nice, slow, relaxing medleys, you've got the Curse of Monkey Island, the Secret of Monkey Island. You've got Journey on there, which is nice. You've got Dota 2 if you want the Dota 2 music. If you want the kind of more orchestral, big, vocal, choiry things, then you've got Libero Fatale, you've got Dragonborn, you've got your selection there. If you want the opera, you've got the Tetris Opera as well. And if you want to rock out, there's no Castlevania on this one because that was on the previous soundtracks. But you do have the Street Fighter 2 medley, which is quite a rocky affair. And I've broken the world. Hang on. Take me back to my track listing, you fuck.
I can't help you. I'm busy copying things for Alex.
How did I get to the track listing? Take me back to the track listing. Don't start playing Journey. Fuck off. Dear Google Play, how do you do your thing?
I'm just reading Evie's tweets about missing the train due to taxi company being crap, and
Yeah.
I all I can hear in my head is her cussing the taxi company in her
Yes.
accent.
Yep.
Incredibly clear. Why is that?
It's because you can read a comment in the person's voice and you hear it in their voice in your head.
I'm not reading the comments. I'm imagining.
You're making up your own.
Yes. in perfect, and it's like that probably is what she is saying right now. Yeah.
Knowing Evie, yes.
Yeah. Poor Evie.
But yeah, this is actually a not too badly priced album. It was about $7.49 on the Google Play Store. So it's, it's not quite pocket money, but it's certainly cheaper than buying a fucking CD at the Video Games Live for 20 odd quid.
Oh, fuck that.
And I can have this on my phone straight away, so I can take it with me instead of paying the stupid prices and then having to rip it myself later. And yeah, and of course, where it's on the Google Play Store, I can download it whenever or wherever. So if I ever lose my phone, I can just re-download it again. It's lovely. But yeah, I've actually found this is a really, really, really nice collection of tracks, and there's not been anything on here that I've consistently wanted to skip. You know when you sometimes buy a CD, there's always that one or two tracks you're not entirely fond of and you'll skip them?
Yes.
Whereas with this, even games I don't really like, I've been able to tolerate the music because it's been done so nicely. And
Nice.
things like Beyond Good and Evil, not really a huge fan. Journey, not really a huge fan. Dota 2, certainly not a fan. And I've not yet felt necessary to skip those tracks out of I don't want to hear them. I've skipped a few tracks because I want to go to this track and listen to it again and again, but I've not yet had I don't really like this track, I'm going to skip it type motion. So it's a very solid album, and especially for the price. Certainly not going to complain about that. So yes, I would heartily recommend Video Games Live Level 3, especially if you've not yet heard of Video Games Live Experience, because...
Is it on Google Play?
Yes, that's where I bought it from, as I've been saying for the last 10 minutes.
I don't pay attention.
Apparently. So yes, point your browsing directions into the Google Play directions. I expect it'll be on iTunes as well if you're one of those weird people with an Apple product.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself, though? Seriously. Lock yourself into that ecosystem. Not very nice. Go for it. Have it. It's cheap-ish. And definitely worth the money. The end. Why did you get them, Pete?
So I have Binding of Isaac.
I'd go to the doctor.
You know the game has been out like 500 years now.
Yeah, but Rebeth hasn't.
Well, this is the thing. What does everyone remember about Binding of Isaac?
It was free on PlayStation Plus.
It's Dick's hard.
Yeah, it's one of those games which is really
Dick's hard.
addictive. It does have a good chunk of hard gameplay, as poor old Alex is talking about.
It's as hard as a dick.
Depends on the dick.
That's on the deck,
It's
yeah.
hard. It's so good to hard. I've completed it 3 times now, actually. I've played it quite a few times. I always find that in the game, if your first 2 levels aren't good, item-wise, you're kind of fucked.
Yes. Well, this was originally a Flash-based game. You can tell it's a Flash-based game because there is some slowdown.
And it didn't have twin stick support.
Yeah, there is some
keyboard
lag,
only.
and so with Rebirth, they've basically gone. Yeah, we'll make it into a proper game now. So what does that mean? Well, it means that speed that you normally expect from these kind of twin stick games, that's there.
Yep.
So what does that mean? It means that indecipherable slowness that you didn't notice the first time you played, that allowed you to dodge all the shots and make that first complete run awesome, yeah, that's gone.
What are we talking
It
about?
is now sodding
Dick hard.
flat. You could say it's dick hard. It's even harder.
Oh.
I don't know what we're talking about. I was I had to take my earphones out to talk to Alex to put an episode of Night Vale on this.
Stone giant dick hard.
Yeah, kind of. The principle is exactly the same. You pick variety of characters. You start off with Isaac. You unlock
Oh right, we're still on that.
a number of different characters, but at least now they tell you how to unlock them. So
Most of
Magdalene,
them. Who the fuck is an Eve coin?
Well.
Where the fuck is Satan so I can make a deal with him?
for Cain, you get hot if you hold 55 pennies.
Fuck that!
Eve, unlocked by not picking up hearts for 2 levels.
Oh, that's it. So no, it's another character. You had to get special tokens to unlock.
Samson, unlocked by beating 2 levels without taking damage.
I almost did that, but only because the first little companion-y floaty thing I found was the motherfucking robot.
Yeah, Azazel
Lucked
unlocked
out.
by making 3 deals with the devil in one game. Lazarus by having +4 soul hearts.
I
And
had 2.5 is my max so far. They're the silver hearts. That I don't know what they're any different from armor. Or anything.
They're armor.
Is it just
Yeah.
different type of armor?
No, the silver hearts or the shadow hearts, or whatever. Well, no, the shadow hearts are different. The silver hearts are just armor. Number
Armored
generating armor.
hearts that you add on top.
No. They don't.
They're iron hearts when I collect them. They don't come back once they're used. So the silver hearts might be the regenerating armor.
No. There is another type of heart, the shadow heart, that when you lose it, gives huge
Kills
damage.
everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's the other thing to realise. They've added a shit ton of stuff to
And not
this
explained
game.
most of it.
They have added so much freaking stuff, and unfortunately, yeah, whenever you pick up an item, sometimes it gives you a good explanation. Oh, damage up, okay. Tears up, okay, I understand what that means. And then other times it just gives you like a bit of a cryptic line. It's like, the fuck does this thing do?
Bit of a crypt.
What do any of these sub items that you pick up that you can constantly swap do?
And how the fuck are they recharged through killing enemies? Is it over time? I don't fucking know.
Well, generally the recharge is through killing enemies. That was one of the things from
It was clearing rooms.
original game.
I'm talking about the other items that you pick up, like the
The 2 different types of sub-item, and then forgetting to tell you which button to press to use them, and then you press all the buttons and you accidentally use one.
Yeah, you get the item, and then there's like the trinket, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Or pills.
The builds are fairly self-explanatory,
Yeah.
and it's pretty much a case of
Until
use build.
there's loads of them, and they're actually just a question mark until you've used at least one of them in one of your playthroughs.
Yeah.
Yep, which is pretty much what I do anyway. And that's not including the monsters, who are now a lot different.
I think what the hardest part about this game is, and that was something you haven't picked up on yet, Pete, is that the shooting is diabolical. Your default tiers, you can only fire them in up, down, left, and right. There is
Yes.
no diagonals,
There are none.
No.
so you have to be on a straight line with what you're trying to shoot
It's
at.
got a slight homing. If you're not quite straight line with them, it's not that punishing. It will home slightly towards them. Because you can see your trajectory change at a very slight degree.
Well, it's got momentum, so if you were to shoot a tier and you're moving left and you shoot it down, it'll move to the left as well. So you can
Yeah.
essentially throw it in a direction, which I think is better
That's
than
the
having
thing that pisses me
diagonal.
off as well when it goes, something has appeared in the basement. Like what?
Yes, the items.
and then I backtracked through the level the first couple of times I saw that because I forgot. And it's like, oh no, it's going to appear in subsequent playthroughs.
Yep. It's usually when you pick
Yep.
up an item
Yeah.
or, beat
Or an
a
enemy
boss,
or
yeah.
something. I think I fought my way through half of the sins now. It was that giant slug one with the green goo that takes forever to disappear that killed me.
Oh,
it's-
God, those things.
It's not like greed's hard, but I hate the way
Was
he
it?
looks at
It's
you.
either gluttony or sloth.
Envy! And it's really addictive though, because each variation will have different things that you can find on the playthroughs.
You
different
can
bosses
find
that you
you can find level seeds actually to get a sort of very similar run through to other people,
Yep.
which would probably help for some of the challenges.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
And they included it in the game. It's not cheating.
I keep on dying,
On what?
Isaac.
Jesus.
Ah.
I have it on
It
Vita.
is
It was free.
hard. I mean, if you thought the original Binding of Isaac was hard, this amplifies
It is dick
a
hard.
lot. Yeah, and there is so much stuff that you have to figure out. What
I
the
know
hell is
it's
going on?
kind of hard in the sense that if you piss off RNGesus,
Oh, you
God.
fucker.
because I had 5 playthroughs in a row where it's just mega tears, faster tears, homing tears, nailed through the head. And it's like, wow, I just defeated half the fucking horsemen in subsequent playthroughs.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, you will have some weird ass combinations. I've on the original gone through some ridiculous combinations where I ended up having all of
I-
the devil deals go well.
I had one pill that's like max hearts down, and then suddenly I had 7 grey armor hearts, and I was like, I can tank everything now.
Yep. But this is a solid game to pick up. It is £3 right now.
Is it?
Steam.
£3.
Steam sale?
Free
Oh,
on
God,
PlayStation
yeah.
Plus.
So
Was.
If you've not got it free via PlayStation Plus, which does have the controller, which is useful, get it on Steam right now.
Right now.
It is well worth it.
Binding of Isaac Rebirth. 8 out of 10. Dick hard.
It is ridiculously hard, but you will enjoy the game a lot. There's lots of things from the original in here.
Ridiculously.
There's lots of things that are new, and you'll just
It can only get so erect.
you'll just
Oh, wait.
He's still sucking a bit hard.
just that straight off the bat, the rooms now can be bigger size.
Oh, bigger size. Dick. Get hard.
TK's too busy to mute us.
Not
Sorry.
paying you any attention.
Sorry,
to
really sorry. I just.
He's not sorry in this life.
I'm having fun
Like,
with it. I mean, it is Binding of Isaac, but it's a lot faster. It's a lot harder. The bosses are as cheap as fuck still.
I found most of them actually pretty easy. Compared to Room Full of Exploding Flies.
Some of the bosses are dicks when you get the double bosses.
Yeah. And that you will get when you start having the replays, because as soon as you've completed a playthrough, you unlock even more
In the
things.
case of,
that means you can
it
go
said
back.
the horsemen have now appeared, and then suddenly I found 3 rooms in a row with wrath, pride, and gluttony. I'm assuming they are the horsemen for this, rather than your standard death war. I would say
Probably.
pestilence, but he retired back at the turn of the 18th century, muttering something about penicillin, and pollution took his place. But yeah, I actually found, I fought Pride and Wrath. I was like, I just wasted these guys in under 30 seconds each. What the fuck?
That's the thing. Sometimes the game will give you.
So yeah, praise be to RNJesus.
Iron Jesus. Why, I am a lover of this guy. He does help me sometimes. Sometimes he pisses all over me.
Hallelujah plus
That can be
1d6.
I heartily recommend this to all of our listeners. I would recommend this to people who've not been a fan of the first game, because it makes it a lot more interesting. And it's cheap for a Steam game. You also get the cards as well, so if you want to collect the cards for playing, you can do as well.
Natural 20. Praise be.
But that's pretty much it for the Dun
I
and
play
Dusty.
Isaac's mum in face down defense position.
I would just sound a boss. Bollocks.
Oh, you're playing as well, are you?
I'm playing as well.
I could play. I don't think I've got it installed on the Vita right now. I think
So
I
you're
still
the
have-
only one currently not playing then.
But this hasn't got my PS4 save.
I'm
so-
actually playing Goat Simulator.
Boatsy Simulator.
You.
If you're watching on the webcam, you just had a horrifying extra moment.
Right, it's a TV talk.
I still got to catch up with everything.
Ah,
Christ.
the
I haven't seen the season finale of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't catch up on Constantine.
Yeah. Have you seen Arrow?
Nope.
I haven't seen any of the
What,
third season of Arrow.
Flash. Oh,
Oh, and
God.
I've still got to start The Flash. I've got to catch up on the good episodes of Gotham.
On the good episodes.
Yeah, the episodes with the new villain they made just for the series, and the Penguin episodes have apparently been the best written episodes of the series.
The new villain. What villain is this?
I've got, what's the dude's name? The one that everybody said, like, oh, he's totally going to be the Joker, we're sure of it. Because he's just, fantastically written and charismatic. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think...
that narrows it down.
yeah, they've actually been given half the villains some decent treatment after the whole cameo-tastic first 2 episodes.
Well, yeah, because why not?
This was unnecessary cameo. This is to cameos what tits and ass are to the Game of Thrones TV series.
Titchiness.
TNA.
Titchiness.
Yeah, where even George R. R. Martin going, I didn't write that much, it's boobage. I'm pretty sure of it.
Flappy dicks. That's all, George.
Yo, this isn't like my books at all. There's not enough penis
This game isn't hard enough.
to take South
Yay,
Park's,
Isaac got a wig.
whole thing. And Jon Snow's just standing there, his dick flying in the wind.
I'm in basement 2.
That's essentially how.
You get.
What?
I've not even managed to get out of basement 1 yet.
Wow,
away.
really?
Seriously, I've completed it twice.
Yeah, like I said, I completed it 3 times.
Mum
I'm
is so
replaying
easy to
Rising
defeat.
of Isaac for the first time.
It's not. It's Dick Hard, but it's not like. It's not like Mr. T Dick Hard.
You might cramp less if you use the face buttons for your firing. The face
Oh
buttons.
man, so we have nothing for telly.
Well, I've saw The Apprentice. No one else has. So
Well, let's talk about that because apparently there's been a winner.
there has been a winner. Yeah, the finale happened on Sunday with the You're Hired happening as well, because Dara Breen does the catch-up thing where they interview whoever lost with the You're Fired show. And of course, for the final episode in the series, it's always You're Hired. And so we had the always event after last week's shenanigan of the interview process. Because for those of you who don't watch The Apprentice, basically X number of people vie for the chance to become Lord Sugar's business partner.
What you do?
As you do, yep. And so
He sounds like a villain from Wreck-It Ralph 2.
what?
We had King Candy, and the sequel will have his
Lord
other
Sugar.
counterpart, Lord Sugar.
Oh dear. Yeah, so basically Lord Sugar will enter into a business deal with you, give you 250 grand of startup cash, and, you know, then it's 50-50 on the business.
See, when they say he'll enter a business deal, it doesn't mean he'll actually like this. I remember reading a news article about one of the past winners complaining, Sugar, he didn't help me at all, blah blah blah. He's like, no, he didn't take you as an
kind
apprentice.
of like the Dragon's Den, but you replace the entertainment from obvious wing nuts and awkward silences with the entertainment of watching a bunch of people stab each other in the back and be two-faced assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
basically, he gives you all of his resources. He helps you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He has his resources at your disposal, essentially.
indeed.
Which is
He's not
so-
there to hold your hand.
No, he's not. He basically, the first
But he
episode,
will if it's needed.
The first episode, he says, I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to work. You are. Basically, in other words, here's all the shit you will ever need.
You think I got rich by working?
I mean, in the final episode, after he revealed who he'd hired, he basically said in the interview for the You're Hired interview, it was a case of, basically, he's going to be taking care of the running of the business, and I'm going to be there behind the scenes, basically taking care of all the legal things
And
all
the
like,
credits.
all like the tax and VAT and things like that. So he doesn't have to worry about that. He just has to worry about getting the business off the ground and making it successful.
Yep.
Which, you know, is pretty much what you want to be in a 50-50 partnership. You're going to have the front guy doing the business, and then you're going to have the numbers guy behind the scenes making sure that you can afford to do the business.
Yes.
And that's pretty much how it sounds like it's going to play for this instance. Because, you know, one of the first things that it's got to do is hire people and then get those people to work for them. So, but yeah, throughout the process, we've had a selection of interesting personalities, shall we say, ranging from the stupid to the idiotic to the just brash and impulsive and annoying. The highlight of the series has been an ongoing war throughout most of the series between a chap called Mark, who's an Australian, looking for a business deal for a tech startup where he's basically one of these get your company higher up the search engine type people, and a chap called Daniel, whose business idea...
Is it called Searchmoit?
No.
Aww.
No, it's called Climb Online.
Crocky.
You bad people. And another chap called Daniel, and
Hey, you know what my favourite puppet show was?
I dread to think.
Stingray.
Da-da-da-da.
Bye.
Mute.
Ah,
And yeah, basically these two had a ding-dong battle throughout the entire thing, each one trying to one up the other. Daniel basically
Crazy.
claiming that he's the greatest salesperson in the world and then failing to sell anything at any point ever, which was hilarious. And Mark, you know, just being quietly confident and he actually ended up winning it, indeed. So the final challenge was great because it was this time you've got to start your business, and it was between some woman called Bianca, and her idea was she was a coloured lady who found it difficult to find tights that would, well, not tights, leggings, sorry, that would match her. Is it tights, leggings, whatever those things women's wear?
they wear both
Clothes?
of these things.
Like
They wear
stockings.
both those, yeah.
like hosiery and things like that. But
Yep.
it was always difficult to get one to match her skin colour, and so her business idea was to have a selection of skin colour tones, and apparently there's a gap in the market for this at the moment. And so Lord Sugar was like, promising, hello, because, you know...
That is true about the darkest colour you get for your, let's say, nylons. It tends to be
Black?
a light mocha colour.
Yeah, I thought it would be. It's just actually just black.
Yeah.
But it's like matte black, like this.
You
Yeah,
have
like
your clothing black, and then the other skin tone you got, the darkest one you got, is a shade that I can only describe as 20p vending machine coffee.
You.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
mud.
about as dark as they go.
About kind of football field mud colour. Yeah.
No, lighter than that.
Yes.
So that's what's disgusting. So yeah, her business idea was to basically
About as
range of
dark
15
as
colours.
the grubby parts of your tiger stripe chair cover, TK. It's about as dark as most nylons go.
Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, how I do it was to basically get some stock and basically flog that off. And so the series, the finale kind of progressed to where they went off. They got some of the previous candidates from that had been previously fired. They were roped in to help out. And Daniel ended up being...
That just sounds like a televised version of the workfare scheme right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Daniel ended up being on Bianca's team, and he was like, right, well, you've got my backing 100% because I want to beat Mark. And of course, Mark won. So fuck you, Daniel. Twice he beat you in the process, and now he beat you on the final challenge as well. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I wasn't a huge Daniel fan. He was a nice chap, I suppose, but I wanted Mark to win, and I'm quite glad he did.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been failing for years.
Whoa. So,
I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but Mama did say knock you out.
but I really do like
Monster
The Apprentice. The Apprentice has been actually quite fun. It's been going for 10 years. I had no idea. This was the 10th
Yeah,
year.
and one of the guys is leaving now.
Yeah, Nick Hewer, one of the chaps who's been with Lord Sugar from the very start of the series, is off. He's retiring, and so he's just going to be left with his countdown work because he's also the host of Countdown at the moment.
Didn't I miss 9 out of 10 Cast Us Countdown again this year?
I don't know if they did
They
it.
do it every week.
Do they?
Really?
I think they do.
I'm not sure about that.
It became regular enough that they were doing it.
Well, he does
You sure it
live
wasn't
in
just
the only
repeats?
room in the house that has terrestrial TV access.
Oh, okay. You sure one just repeats, though?
No, I will check.
I'm
but
not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure they
seeing
started.
it on the channel listing last night after I helped Mum
Consult your television listings.
get her Netflix account working on her UView box.
I mean, I don't watch TV all the time, but
But when you do, you watch commercial television, you skank.
Sorry. That's a good point. Alex, can you ask Jane a favour for me?
what's that?
Can I borrow her Amazon login details so I can catch up on Constantine?
We will see. Yes.
Thank you. Remind her that she's been using my Netflix account.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll.
Oh, I see. This is how it works, is it?
Yeah, it's been once a week.
A bit of back scratching.
Actually, no, it's a case of I said to Alex, when he's saying he's got nothing to watch, he can't be bothered to download right now, I said, you can just use my Netflix. I've got a 2-screen account. Now that me and Celine spend pretty much every day together, we don't have to have our separate screens anymore.
Ah, cunning.
So I think I've got...
one day they'll get to not having separate beds anymore.
Yeah, I think I got me, Celine, an account marked Alex and or Jane, which might as well be renamed to, for all intents and purposes, Jane.
Alex. Oh.
Yes, they have been doing it once a week. They have once a week seasons.
What?
So
What?
Series 6 from December 29th up until February the 6th.
Oh, right.
Every week.
Oh, so basically it's around Christmas time they do one a week.
No,
No?
June to September they did once a week. Then
Once a general holiday season.
January to February once a week. It's basically,
Excuse me.
I think I'd say about twice a year. Twice a year they have
Did our headphones move? Did you cut out?
yeah, they have weekly episodes of like a big 8 block or 10 block or something like
Yeah,
that.
they're normally either 6, 8, or 12. Because, reasons. Or 13.
Yeah,
Because
There you
British
go.
television. It's
it
weird.
happens a lot more often than you think. It's not a yearly thing.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, Jose.
See, whenever anyone says Jose, I just think of Jose Jalapeno on a steak.
Jalapeno!
Jeff Dunham is
Oh, I
ruining
don't.
him.
I just had Jeff Dunham in my head because Alex's girlfriend's
A puppet.
condolence present to me on my grandfather dying was a packet of toffees.
Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I had in my head.
This is why I love
These
it.
are tasty.
I watched the kind of tour show he did. I can't remember the name of it now.
We did.
Yeah.
It was the World Tour. I think it's just called World Tour.
I think I had a name. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but that was actually quite funny when they went to a certain country where they couldn't have Ahmed because he was quite politically frowned upon. And so they decided that they weren't going to have Ahmed. They were going to have his French cousin. Yeah. That one as well as
Jacques.
Jacques the terrorist.
Phlegm.
The old gags are the best ones. And so, yeah, and basically...
Unfortunately, Ahmed is not actually the bit that pisses me off the most because it was severely overplayed.
Yeah.
Giacomo ruined it for everyone, really. But there was one point... They're not even allowed to say Ahmed's name. That was the funny bit.
And then they did.
Yeah, Jeff did. Why he slipped. He was reading out letters and he was replacing it with Dear Terrorist. And at one point he didn't. He read Dear Ahmed.
No, it's the first letter he forgot to, wasn't it?
Oh, that was second or third.
I can't
And
remember.
yeah, and he read out Dear Ahmed. And then silence. And everyone's like, ooh, shit.
Whoops.
But
Never
they must have
mind.
known.
I don't think they're going to get too upset about one slip up. You know, it's not like, right, he said the word
And the
decapitated.
funny thing is, it wasn't even the country you'd be thinking. It was actually Thailand.
Oh.
Because their Bureau of Culture.
Yeah, they said they
It sounded like they've actually taken the Bureau of Culture from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I would have said Harry Potter, but
So
never
which
mind.
one?
Oh no, the Bureau of Culture from Avatar: The Last Airbender are actually the secret police. They've taken control completely through clandestine and nefarious actions.
As you do.
As they do.
I saw London at Wardrobe yesterday as well.
I'm still waiting for the police force in Legend of Korra to be completely fucked over because their entire hierarchy and strategies are based on the old Bureau of Culture from the first seasons.
Fair enough.
As soon as I mentioned that, I was like, I can't see you as anything but bad guys now. Yeah, I just wait for the inevitable face heel turn.
Okay.
It never happened.
References, I'm not
Yeah,
going to get.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, references you'll never get. Well, I think we're pretty much at that point where we need to figure out wrapping up the show. But I think we need to talk about what are we going to want to do? What do we want for Christmas?
Peace on earth and goodwill to all men. That'll make it so much easier to rule you all once you become complacent and fat.
So killing Felix, then, obviously.
Yeah, definitely, because he's going to get in the way of my plans.
I think you'll find you're all getting in the way of my plans.
I was on this earth first, it's mine.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm immortal.
I'm sure Mr. Stabby has other ideas.
Yeah.
I've seen you die many times in Minecraft. I think you're fallible.
And I always come back.
No, you always die.
With fish. Which I will not share with Pete.
But not necessarily your items.
Oh no, there's that option in the console version, yeah. Die, keep items.
Yeah, in the console version.
Yep.
Yeah, but Pete doesn't kill you in the console version, does he?
No, I kill you on the PC version because your head is a tempting target.
Yeah, but Pete, you say that, and then Felix kills you, and we steal all your experience, and then you get all upset.
Yeah, then I kill Felix.
Because I still have his flint and tinder. Joke's on him, I give it to Evie, who's behind him.
And I stray away from such games.
Yeah, that's why I didn't give you the spare code.
Yes, this is a wise decision. For I meddle not in the affairs of the mortal brick.
He doesn't like his Minecrafting, which is a shame. Because
The Church of the Mortal Brick would be an excellent cult.
I have way too many other time sinks. Wait.
Including this sink made of time!
But I mean, let's go around the room then. TK, what would you ideally want this Christmas?
A nice DSLR camera that allowed 1080p video capture at 60 frames per second.
So, reasonable dream then.
It's achievable. It's only about 300 quid. That's not so unreasonable, is it?
Just not from any of us.
I'm not because I want it from you guys. That'd be stupid. No one's that rich. I'm talking about like
Not that rich.
I'm gonna say like people who have lots of money can shell out and buy me a
Why,
nice camera.
why are you touching my thigh, Alex? I am not what you want for Christmas. You're not getting me.
Plugging it in.
So,
I
Alex,
remember what happened
do you
last
want
Christmas
for
when I gave you my heart.
Alex,
The very next
what do
day
want for
you
Christmas?
traded it in.
Yeah, he traded it in for
What?
Pokemon. It turned out I had got it for him anyway.
I would like my mommy and daddy back.
I don't really have any wants or desires for Christmas.
How about
You have nothing you want.
How about for Christmas you want to gift me a DSLR camera that can capture 1080p frames per second? Worth a try.
No, there's nothing outstanding that I can't already get that I want.
How about a new laptop?
Nope, don't use laptops.
How about a new laptop for me? Again,
I am not your sugar daddy, okay?
Damn it.
I'm not your sugar Santa.
Santa Daddy.
I got a little something for my ho ho ho.
Oh no!
Dear God. Felix, what about you?
Depends how much you got budgeted.
Well, I've already bought you your stuff. I'm not fishing for presents.
Actually, the only things I actually want are a slight upgrade to audio equipment and sound.
Oh, you embarrass me. Oh.
Oh, here's something we could have. How about something for the show? How about a method of recording that doesn't put a fucking wine on YouTube?
Oh, that. I was actually just sat there going, mostly the time and space to actually do the projects that I want to fucking do.
I said you can use my
You've
gear.
got time.
Ooh, I want a monkey that can do my job.
That's you, isn't it?
TK. I'm gonna get muted.
I'm gonna have to start taking the place of both me and Felix.
Oh
If I ever had,
it
if I ever had the
Angel
people with,
Petis.
if I ever had the people with the finances, a new PC would be a nice Christmas gift.
Amen to that.
But then that's because mine is currently sat next to me and won't boot up. So
My PC is just sitting in the corner of my bedroom, not doing anything.
Whereas my PC caught fire. I had to get a new power supply for it, so...
My PC
yours is in a box.
is actually on top of a box now.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
Upgraded. But it very does need soon a
Case.
graphics card upgrade, and I'm not going to buy a new
Even though
graphics card unless I have a case.
Offered the loan of my graphics card to him whilst it was not being used.
It's fine. It plays everything I want it to at the moment. I don't need it. For Uber graphics settings, it's a perfectly powerful piece of technology.
Yeah, I just want to pinch his monitor. That's all I want to pinch.
I don't have a monitor. My laptop screen is still broken at the moment.
My
so-
monitor is tasty, except for it's not got HDMI, which pisses me off a lot. But it is a good monitor.
Well, you can still get the HDMI to DVI.
But it doesn't have a native HDMI. It's fucking stupid. I'm going to buy another monitor anyway of a similar model that has HDMI in.
Dear God.
So what are you going to do with the old monitor?
Keep it.
Dual screen?
Yeah.
Good plan. No, seriously,
So-
once you go 2 screens, you can't go back.
No, I used to have two
We've
screens. I
got
used
Christmas end this week. New Year's is round the corner. I'm going to be down for the Monday beforehand.
Are we going to be doing our traditional...
I am duct taping his shirt to his waist.
Well,
we can't do a drunk show because it'll be work the next
Yeah,
day.
we got work the next day.
working. I'm the only one off, along with Felix, who is unemployed.
You are duct taping his shirt to his trousers.
I am in fact currently off my medication just so I can drink with the family at Christmas, so it probably wouldn't be a big deal to put off for another few days.
Right, so 29th, review show and drunk show.
No, not necessarily drunk show.
Alex, you'll be carrying me home.
Drinking show.
She'll be dragged home.
That'll be an interesting image.
Well, it's better than being drugged and then home.
Can be arranged.
Tell me, does this...
Who's home?
chloroform?
Nobody knows.
And then in 2015, we'll be in the final leg. 10 shows
I know, right?
Till
The end of the season.
till the end.
The end of season 8.
End of season 8, yeah.
it's come so
Until the
quickly.
end of your civilization and I take over.
Yes.
Yes.
Till when we need to figure out what we're going to do for season 9, such as
The
sort
same
out
thing we do every season. Fuck up all of the shit.
Hey guys, what are we going to do for season 9?
Well, I'm guessing TK will probably clean around the studio. You and Angel will have suggestions of stuff that you want to do, but either will never get round to it or never get round to it. And
That might actually be a good time to try and start producing stuff.
We
Yeah.
could collaborate on not doing anything.
Exactly.
We could procrastinate. In unison.
Like I said, I would like an actual working internet before I actually start projects, though. It's a really annoying thing.
You live in the same house as Felis, and you've got a portable hard drive that you can bring over to TK's.
Yeah, you can render all your stuff there and then bring it here.
I want to stream mainly
Well, what do you want to stream?
games.
What games?
I don't
Playable
know.
one.
Playable
So
one.
not Assassin's Creed.
Yarr.
Well, I did mention I'm really interested now in the Division stuff.
Oh, I will happily play the Division, but I can't stream them because our internet is cack.
What do you need for the Division?
If
PS4.
we get it on PC,
You see, the main reason I bought a PlayStation 4 was to play certain games with friends stateside and Alex, like The Division.
which may or may not come up on PlayStation 4.
So we
No,
need
it's
to get...
coming out on the PS4.
Yeah, it's coming out on PS4. So we need to get PS4s, Pete.
Well, I can.
There's your Christmas
I can't even
present.
borrow yours because you've only got a PS3.
And they've got the PS4s and they're going to be playing the Division.
On the other hand, Pete, you can operate our drone for us. Have you got a tablet?
Yeah.
I've got a PC.
You,
I've got
you
it on
never,
my phone.
you never know. I might move closer to TK again, and then I'll just leave my stuff
Actually,
here.
it is a third-person action game, which means that it's more likely to be cross-platform playable.
More likely, but I don't know. To be honest, Sony are more open about that than Microsoft. Microsoft are like, live, no, only live.
No play on live against other people unless they're also on live because reasons.
I mean, the only reason Diablo 3 was not cross-play between Battle.net and Sony PSN was because Blizzard said, no, you no access Battle.net. Have separate service. It good.
Then it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. That is the only reason why that game wasn't cross-platform. Sony are quite happy with cross-platform. They have integration with Steam.
Yeah, they do.
It's not great.
Yeah, the
but
integration with Steam that
Portal 2's got it.
Yeah.
doesn't. Because nothing's happened since Portal 2.
But basically, Sony are more likely for that sort of stuff to
Yeah,
happen.
but look
That's
at
not
Street
true.
Fighter 5.
They added some
Yeah.
Portal 2 hats to Team Fortress.
Enough said.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 2015 is going to be an interesting time. And yeah, we've got good internet here. If you want to bring the equipment over, feel free to use the mics, audio equipment, stream, whatever.
I will do. I just get
And
really
if
lazy.
if it's not cross-playable and I get the Division for the PS4 instead, you're more than welcome to play it on mine when you're down here, Pete. I would
Steal
actually,
your
I
PS4.
trust you guys enough to actually leave my PS4 here for a week or something.
I left mine here for like God knows how long, and
Yeah,
it
it was many months.
was very good condition when I got it back.
Yeah, I think it's when just before I bought mine, you brought it back.
Yeah.
So September.
That's because the game came out that he wanted to play. Because the main
Oh
reason
yeah,
he left
Destiny
it-
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, actually, I have a use for this console most of the time now.
Shocking.
I can play this most days now. Oh
And,
shit!
I
games.
actually borrowed his copy of Pirates
Black
Creed,
Flag.
Pirates Creed,
Yep.
in which
Pirates
you play
Creed, yeah.
as Pirate Constantine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mostly
Edward
played when I was
Kenway
around.
is actually the same actor as the current Constantine. It's quite funny because he's still just playing a loud, angry Welsh guy.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I do have to say, next year, 2015, I would like to get on with doing some more projects. I certainly want to be able to produce more stuff because TK's got lots of retro games that I would happily play when I'm down and stream playing on that because
Yep.
it's fun.
It is fun, definitely.
And I would quite happily play things like The Division, and I certainly want to encourage our listeners to join in and play with us if we ever do get a chance to do streaming on the weekend, even if we all have to cram into TK's little box to play games.
I think Alex has just exploded with double entendre.
It's a little box, very little. He does Kegel,
So long as Alex is
TK
happy
broke
with
a
the
little
idea of
there.
squeezing into TK's box.
sorry, nothing me.
Poor Alex. Alex can't.
Oh my god, we all get to make like Final Fantasy party members. And TK is Cloud.
I don't want to be Cloud.
Cloud's a pussy. Let's go for Final Fantasy 15 ones. The ones that are all identikit.
No, because then we'll have
Can't
to.
run for shit.
No, because then we'll have to rent a car and you'll have to drive, Pete.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean
'cause we can't
Tetsuya
trust
Nomura's
the
One
user, right?
Direction?
Road trip.
We still need to.
Road-
We still need to organise going out and actually getting new profile pictures for the website and stuff.
And that really annoying freaking trailer where in Japanese
the chick who's the mechanic who appears for like 5 seconds speaks normally, like no accent, no real strong accent in Japanese, and then in the fucking English one, she speaks like some Texan.
Oh,
Why?
It's fucking Vanille all over again.
Why?
Except it turned out I think that Vanille was over 2,000 years old, and therefore the I talk like this was deliberate.
That's because they hired New Zealand.
Enough said, really.
But I think that's it really for the show. We've got a lot of stuff that we want to see in 2015.
I think we just filled our limit gauges.
If you guys want to talk about anything, let us talk about stuff. If you want us to get involved with anything, email us in. All of our contact details are on the site. You can find us at tigertailsradio.co.uk or tigertails.co.uk.
Use the first one. Use tigertailsradio.co.uk.
Because the other one isn't updated.
I've had to remove the Facebook plugin for it.
We actually had to stage an intervention for TK and subdomains at some point.
Why?
TK, you have a subdomain problem.
I don't. What kind of problem?
You're addicted to subdomains.
I just have relevant ones. TigerTails.co.uk, TigerTails Gaming, and TigerTails Radio.
Done and dusted, I've noticed, has died.
It hasn't died, it's just still not
Pining for the fjords.
Yeah. It's in a status of limbo currently. Mostly because it involves effort, and having gone through that effort to get TigerTails Radio and TigerTails Gaming up online, I'm very not inclined to go through that effort again for a while. Holy shit, that was a lot of effort.
Dear God.
Not a fan. But yeah.
Well, that's a lot of stuff though for all of our lovelies to look forward to next year, and hopefully I want to get onto the promoting Gambit again to see if we can't get some more people interested in our lovely show, because we love getting new listeners, and we certainly would appreciate more feedback from you, our listeners, as well.
Especially you in Ukraine. Our mysterious Ukraine listener, who we see in the stats every week, but know nothing about.
Beloved Ukraine viewer. Please don't go. Please don't go. You comprise of a quarter of our viewership.
Oi!
Turns out it's actually TK with a VPN.
I won't surprise me.
It's not a quarter of the viewership.
It's a fifth.
Yeah, it's a half. But on that note, it is a good night from the Saviour.
Good night.
It's a good night from the Fearless.
Good night.
It's a good night from the Angel Dark Song.
Good night.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for listening to this week's episode of TigerTails Radio. We will be back next week with the New Year's rundown, because it'll be the last show of 2014. Woo. And then after that, it'll be a whole new year, where we slowly...
A whole new year.
One of you is going to do it. I'm just surprised it was Pete.
Yeah, likewise.
To be honest, it's either that or let it go.
Pete, punch you.
See this? I will when I see you next.
What, punch you?
Gaze deeply into your eyes.
No, that's your job.
The smell of fresh cologne emanating from his sweaty body.
Why would his body excrete cologne?
I don't know.
I have made many modifications.
It's fan fiction. Don't question it. Just
oh my!
accept it.
Just while Alex is going, I was going to bring up.
His eyebrows slightly raise, as I don't think you're allowed to play that.
That's it. That's all you can do.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to play.
That's Fearless muted because of copyright reasons.
Oh.
So, it's night-night, everybody.
Night.